Hi, we're here. We're live. Welcome to the show that is us.
Laura just quit.
Laura just quit. So anyone out there in chat land?
Sunny's dead.
Wow.
She's gonna hang around though, because we don't want to mess with the layout.
Right with the layout. If
Yeah,
you
just-
Wait, you're the only one in the ship. You're the only one in the ship. You're the only one in the ship.
She's
You
dead.
gotta stay.
she's
I'm
dead.
gone.
The ship's gone.
Yep, the
Can't
whole
talk
ship.
me back into it.
Frick on a stick.
AI
She's just like,
said, "Oh, we're going home to Raxel."
yep.
We're gonna go around the room.
No, we don't have a ship and we don't have a study. We're screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Go around the room, introduce ourselves, and then we'll go back into where we left off. We'll be all set and good to go. One announcement before we do that, though. Next week, we will not have a show as 3 of the cast members will be in Florida. So we will not have a show the following week. We will still have this uploaded on Monday for you guys over on the YouTube, but we will not have a live show next Thursday. But after that, we'll be all set and good to go. So
On the tube of the U's.
Thank you, Laura. So with that being said, Thrawn, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, we can go ahead and get this started.
Hi, I'm Thrawn. I am an envoy, and my role on the ship I've decided officially is a sometimes captain,
Mhm.
because a lot of the times people on the ship. So I think Sunny's technically captain right now because they just told the ship that they were captain, and they're the only one on it. So
It's true. Next up, speaking of Sunny,
Hey, I'm Sunny. I'm a Raxelite, and a Solarian, and also the captain, probably now and forever. Maybe I'll be the gunner again sometime soon.
to be determined. Next up, we got Denver.
Hi, I'm Denver. I haven't put the voice on yet because I don't put the voice on until the last minute. But Denver is a operative. They're a tiefling, and they are this ship's pilot. And yeehaw.
It's yeehaw. Next up, we got Callie. Maybe.
do we?
Do we have Callie? Internet being an issue? We good? Maybe. Oh, she looks frozen.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
We good? Good. Okay.
The timing is comical.
Not good anymore.
Yeah.
I am
We good?
currently a gunner on the ship. So, we good?
Ish.
We caught
Ish.
that you're a gunner.
You're a
We
gunner
know
on the
that
ship.
you're a gunner.
On the ship.
We know your name because Josh said it.
We're piecing together information.
Very happy. Collie's happy.
Exactly.
It was, however, on brand because that introduction was just as mysterious as Kali.
Percent. Collie, what do you do?
Yes.
I'm a gunner.
On a ship. Maybe
Terrifying.
Maybe not.
Your ship, my another ship. You don't know.
Don't know much about me.
Next up, we got Zerat.
That would be me. I am Zerat, a host Sheeran Mystic. I am the magic officer on the board, or on the aboard the ship. So anyone who needs help can get it, and I'll give it to them.
If you're on the board, are you a certified, like board certified mystic?
I'm
Yeah.
almost majority shareholder, but not quite there.
Okay.
We actually created a board when you weren't there, Denver.
Yeah.
It's just Zerat.
What the shit?
Yeah, no. It's just Zerat.
Y'all were
whole
worried that I was gonna kickflip the board.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Next up, we have Ferrix.
Yeah, I'm Ferrix. I'm a technomancer human. I will be doing both the computers and the engineering today. So that's me.
So crisp, so clean.
I'm gonna be keeping a very good distance from Ferrex this game.
And last but not least, we have Domino.
I'm Domino, the Vesk Vanguard, the chief mate of the ship, and the usually the ground captain. That's a self title I've given myself.
See, that's why I'm a sometimes captain.
That is so beautiful. Last time you guys went to a tunnel system, completely covered in fungus and all sorts of nasty stuff, with a bunch of goblin bodies at the bottom of the pits. Denver, being the yeehaw that they are, decided to go down to the pits to speak and have kind words with the Devourer about giving some stuff back. The rest of the party followed suit after a rope snapped and Otto and Denver fell a pretty significant amount of distance. The rest of the party came down after, and the party began to go through chasing a goblin that had Denver's knife, and activated a trap and fell into what looked like a old spike trap. Thanks to Domino's quick thinking and completely disassembled the trap, taking the spears as weapons and moving forward. You guys did come into contact with a entity that did speak to you guys and said you guys smell pretty good. You guys continued on a little bit further, and you guys began to fight what was assumed to be the Devourer. After you guys killed this mound, a lot of the vegetation began to disappear, and a cave opening appeared on the opposite side of the chamber where you guys were fighting it, showing a opening out to the rest of the forest. You guys were able to go ahead and head outside to sort of get a bearings of where you were at, as you had Al go ahead and fly the ship towards you guys, and tried to lower it as low as it could. It did end up bending some trees, but thanks to some, maybe not quick, but some innovative thinking, Domino climbed up 10 feet and threw Sunny to the best of their ability towards the ship. Sunny thankfully landed the throw and was able to go ahead and get on the ship and sort of figure out what the next step was to do, after some conversation that was being had and some minor confusion on which ship Sunny was actually supposed to go to. You guys decided to throw a rock up that had a rope attached to it and was tied off to the ship. So you now just have a dangling rope on the bay door. And that is where we are going to pick up the shenanigans from.
How far from the ground is this rope? It was 50-foot rope.
The rope is able to touch the ground, and it has probably about 20 feet on the that's just sort of laying on the ground.
Have we made contact with Sunny yet?
Yeah, yeah. You guys told her, hey, that's not the right pilot seat. You need to go to the other ship. She went to the other ship. The other ship was locked, and then she was like, okay, now I'm here. Now what do I do? And you guys threw up the rock to her.
All right.
I'm-
I think
I mean, how close to the ground do I need to be for you guys?
Is the rope reachable? Like,
Yeah, like the rope is like tied up to the ship, and it's touching the ground. Like it's roughly about like 30 feet in the air. Like the ship is like roughly 30 feet in the air.
oh, word. Okay, then that's really easy. Denver's just gonna look at it and go, "Oh hell yeah!" And then over the comms, "Hey, Sonny, don't touch nothing. I'm on my way up right now. All right." And I'm just gonna start climbing the rope.
Go ahead and roll athletics for me.
The 22.
22, pretty easily to do. You go ahead and shimmy your way up the rope. You get up there and you see a small little rack slate, sort of just looking down at the end.
I would like to go back to the captain's seat and
'Kay.
sit there.
Yeah, you're sitting at the captain's seat. So almost like as you're climbing up there, Denver, and you get to grab onto the metal part of the door and pull yourself up. You just see Sunny running towards, at least away from you.
All right. Then once I'm up like in the bay there, just over the comms. All right, y'all. Rope seems pretty good. Y'all want to come on up? It's up here.
Are we trusting him again?
I don't know.
We followed them into a hole in the ground, and it went okay. So I'll go next. Don't worry. I'm kind of useless. So I'll just go next. Don't worry. I got this. I've been waiting my whole life for this. 16?
16. Pretty easy enough to do. You go ahead and climb up the rope shortly after. Doesn't seem to be any sort of issues.
Let me be very clear. It is extremely difficult, but I don't let anybody.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I hide it.
So well.
Ferrix, I don't believe I was made for this.
You're telling me, buddy.
Wasn't the whole point of getting the ship that way we could bring the cargo with us? It seems we have abandoned that idea.
I mean, we could tie it to the end of the rope, I guess, and just kind of drag it.
I was hoping to bring the whatever beast we just took down with us, but
That's all you, Domino.
we gotta find a way to get up onto the ship.
I think it's heavier than 10 pounds.
We engineer some sort of levy. Pulley.
I mean, it's probably not that hard to make a pulley system, but I think our problem right now is, getting up there. I failed this part in gym class.
I'll just throw it.
But it's different now, Rix.
It's not different. It's the same.
I'm not there to pants you. I'm already up here.
Yeah, you're gonna pants me as soon as I get up there.
All right. What are the rest of the
Well,
four of you doing?
That's neither here nor there. Well, it might be here, but later.
Was that the plan to leave all the cart here?
There
We
was
just
no plan on what to do with
No,
this next
I
step.
think
No. I'm pretty sure I called. Didn't I call the people?
No.
I don't remember that.
So
No, because we were
I was
deciding
like,
on how to get the stuff to the
Yeah,
ship.
I think the plan was to get the ship landed so that way we can load the stuff up, and then we're like, ah, shit.
in
we can't
typical
really land.
in typical Thrawn fashion, I had a plan. I just didn't tell anybody.
Gosh.
That checks out.
Well, I would like to go before Domino,
Yes.
just in case I fall and you can catch me.
Yeah, I'll
Skin the ship. We'll figure it out later.
I'll go last.
I'll do my best. I'll try next.
Okay, go ahead and roll athletics for me.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
One of my main skills.
As Thrawn is climbing up the rope, like getting up into the actual cargo bay, I want to be coming back, or like coming back just with like a cup of noodle.
And I come up and I'm like, it's longer than it looks.
18.
18.
Did you give me one? No. Okay, cool.
18. You begin to
Oh.
climb up as well. I mean, it's a 30-foot climb, so it's tiring, but it's not too bad.
Captain, I feel like you're making it more of a big deal than it actually is.
Shit.
Yeah, no. This is from I have asthma.
I am so sorry. I did not know. I will be more sensitive about it. In the
Yeah, it's
future.
definitely not my medical record, which you have access to, which is weird.
I do. I will go check on those. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, no, sure.
Who's next one up?
I look at the other two, and I just kind of, I'll watch. As
If we're leaving this creature here, I'm gonna run back and just get a trophy real quick.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll athletics for me, Kali. Domino, go ahead and roll a survival to see how well this trophy looks.
Yeah, I thought we did that. I thought we did that last time, or we talked about it, but never.
You
rolled.
talked about getting a trophy, but then also Domino was like, "But what if we just bring the whole thing?" And then I don't think anything actually came up for it.
Plan
We
B
had
turned into
some-
Plan A. Now we're going back to Plan B.
We had some pretty like wild chaos going on. Like we had some energy last week.
That's a phrase.
Got 21 on survival.
And then Kali, what'd you get on your athletics?
18.
18. Climb it up without any sort of issue. Survival. You could take whatever trophy you would like from this beast. As you're looking into it more, it's actually not beast-like. You get a look at it, and it just looks like just a clump of different funguses and different mosses that are sort of just like gnarled together, thick enough to make it look like a hide, where it just has very sharp, what looks like bones, that are made for that like the teeth is made out of. That is just the maw of this thing. So it doesn't really look like it's actually something you could like take pieces of, but you can absolutely take a tooth of it, or if you wanted to, it's not any sort of issue, and you get a coal tooth.
Yeah, I'll take whatever one of the bones looks most like a tooth.
And you look at the mouth of this thing that bit into you. So it is like freshly covered in blood, but most of the teeth are extremely sharp. But as you get a pull on it, you can tell that each of these teeth are like a bone material. But it looks it's very elongated and it has like almost like a canine look to it.
Very sus.
Very sus.
Once I get that tooth, I'm gonna head back.
Okay. You see at this point, Kali's just about to the top of the rope and pulling herself onto the ship. And it's just you and Ferrix at the bottom of the rope.
well, Dom, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Would you feel more comfortable holding on to me?
No, not really.
You can climb any rope as long as you have family.
Waiting for it.
That's true. Scientifically proven.
I don't think that is true.
I rolled an
No, it's true.
11.
An 11. It is extremely difficult, but you make it to the top. You're very winded.
Domino's gonna
And
start
I've got-
swinging the rope a little bit.
And unlike Denver, I have a cup of noodles ready for you.
And 11 is
Great
just a
job.
1 with family.
Exactly. Would DJ
Preemptively.
Khaled just say it would be another one?
Another one.
Yeah.
It's the DJ Khaled of
Domino, you're the last one on the ground, looking up as Ferrix shambles their way onto the ship.
I rolled 20 on athletics.
Okay. A few moments later, Ferrix, like you're just getting the soup from Captain, and you just see Domino like and like pull himself up pretty easily.
Did you have to make the rope so slimy? Sweaty?
Well, it gives it friction or something.
Science terms.
I'm gonna start pulling up my rope.
All right. I call our employer.
All right. You go ahead and reach out. You hear the familiar sounds of the bard that was playing music at the inn in the background on the other side. Yes, Sir Thrawn.
Mission accomplished.
Perfect.
So you can send that wire transfer over whenever you're ready. Here are the coordinates.
Oh, you're not bringing it to us. You're just...
Oh, that was never part of the deal. You said we need it found.
Roll,
We found it.
roll diplomacy.
Roll the tape back.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Understood. Do you feel comfortable giving me your comm code information over
Yeah,
comms?
and we took care of everything. It was taken by a group of goblins who then proceeded to throw it down a hole. And then something in that hole, stored it and was going to consume it, but it didn't. And then we killed that, and so it's in this nice little cave. You're going to want to use the entrance. Make sure that you come in specifically on the pin that I've dropped for you, because the goblins are still a boot. They are oot and a boot, if you will.
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah, I can go ahead and send that to you as a whole, and you can go ahead and distribute it between the rest of your crew.
That's good. The truck, by the way, was trashed. We tried to fix it for you. Be careful. There's some spores of unknown variety in there. If I were you, I'd just take the cargo and be gone, because that truck. Oof.
In the background, you just hear from Denver. Yeah, that truck fucked.
That's a professional. That's a clinical term. That's a diagnosis, if you will.
Understood. All right. Just one moment, and you hear a little chirp on your comm link. As the amount of, what is it? 2,700 credits comes through.
It was 300 per, right? Or
Correct.
something like
300 per.
that? Cool. No, immediately.
No,
right.
sorry, 24, because math is hard. There's not 9 of you. There's 8 of you.
No, I think you're wrong. You
I was
got to
gonna
count
say
yourself.
anything, but
No, I
You
can't
got to
count.
count Ted.
yeah,
Ted. Yeah. 2,400.
Denver counts for 2.
Denver counts for 2.
No, we hired 8 individuals, and
Dang it.
No. Denver counts for 2 because both Yi and Ha. All right, like that's how we're gonna count it.
also there is a individual here looking for you. They left a message.
Great. Can you send that over as well? Is it written down?
It's a
on piece of
written,
paper?
yeah, it's a
Okay.
very formal looking scroll of some kind.
Outstanding. Can you leave that with just like with the bartender? I'm sure that sort of thing happens all the time.
Sure thing. Just be something we probably would like to know before you get back.
Yeah. Can you just take a picture of it so we know what we're looking for? That sort of thing.
Yes. In a few moments later, you get a picture. It looks like some old parchment that has a red ribbon around it and a wax seal on it.
Great. Thank you. I think there are no further questions. That concludes our business.
I believe so. Thank you again. And
Outstanding.
am I okay to reach out if we have any more further jobs for you and your team while you guys are on planet?
Yeah, we'll be on planet for a few days if anything comes up.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your business, and we'll make sure to send a group to go and retrieve said items.
Sounds good.
And the
Bye
call
now.
disconnects.
Denver, to
Yup.
the pub.
Hell yeah, here we go.
And we all walk in to the bridge. Denver takes their seat. And I walk over to the captain's chair, and Sonny's on it. And I go to sit on it, and I stand up, and I go to like tell Sonny to move, and then I just stand next to the chair.
I'll just slowly
I'm
put
low-key
my hands.
scared.
I imagine there's a pedestal or something ahead of it. I'll put my hands on it to take ownership.
Without even like
Kinda-
without even like looking or anything, like it just, I'm sure it just kind of feels awkward in the bridge at the moment. So just, Captain, one of these days you're gonna have to tell somebody fuck off, and yeah. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get no
what
respect.
I'm
out
saying.
here.
I mean, we need to get a seat because we're about to start going.
Buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, Captain, are you gonna tell somebody to fuck off or?
No, not yet.
Okay, sounds good.
Let me try this again. Thrower, one of these days you're gonna have to stand up for yourself there, bud. I ain't gonna be around here all the damn time to do all this shit for you. Sonny, get the fuck out of the chair. Come on.
This chair was meant for me. It just fits me very well.
It is
Sorry,
8 times your size. What do you mean it was made for you?
It's got her butt imprint art in it.
Already.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine getting back to the bar, so I'm gonna go watch the WWZ in my room.
As soon as
yeah.
he starts to walk away. Yeah, that's right.
Fucking space wrestling, hell yeah. 'Cause I'm like flying on back to the wherever it was that there was like a port that we actually landed at, right?
You can go ahead and make a piloting check for me.
I will
See,
begin to make a list. Callie, would you like to be captain next?
Not at this moment. No, I don't want to get in that drama.
I'll put you at the bottom.
Piloting check was an 18.
18. Easy enough. You guys fly back to Cabaret and get into a more or less a parking spot there in the port, and you guys go ahead and head inside of the bar. Very familiar looking place for you guys. Only been, I don't know, 4.5 hours, 5 hours at this point since you guys were last here. But that being said, a lot less people around. Besides the few of you guys, there's maybe 2 or 3 patrons that are sort of just passed out in different tables in a bar, sort of just playing music in a chair, sort of propped up against the fireplace.
What time is it? In Cabaret time?
It's pretty early on. You guys got to Cabaret pretty late, and then with the 4-hour walk there, and then searching through the cave, fighting and coming back, it's probably early morning. It's still dark outside though.
So we got some serious jet lag going on.
Every time you go
Sounds
to a
like-
different planet.
Got some drift lag.
Right.
Yeah. I'll go up to the bartender. I think you have something for me, and I'll just flip my comm unit around with the picture.
Ah, yes. Yes, we do. And she goes ahead and pulls out a wooden box. She opens it up, sorts through it, and grabs a scroll and puts it on the counter in front of you.
Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
I say we read it on the ship, everybody. And we'll walk back to the ship.
Air the dog, anybody?
Yes.
That was actually Domino laughing.
I, after we read the scroll. Just gonna kind of like.
Yeah, I wait for no shenanigans, and I walk back to the ship.
I'm gonna like poorly moonwalk my way out of the bar, just like not breaking eye contact with Domino, just like after. Gonna get drunk. Just
Ferrex, in your head, you hear, I think we might need to find a new group after today.
Well, I don't know yet. Maybe.
I love the non-committal everything from Ferris all the time. It could be, maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on it.
So true. You guys head back to the ship. And you guys are meeting up at the bridge, I'm assuming. To read the scroll. When you open up the scroll, exactly. Everyone make a will save. No. Sorry, I'm getting the notes pulled up for it.
Call of Cthulhu crossover.
Exactly. Purple worm just appears. You guys, you guys.
I'm gonna write it.
Right, exactly. Dear Thrawn and individuals associated, you guys have made a name for yourself here at Cabaret in such short time. But it's good to know you have arrived. Please show up at these coordinates within the next day and a half. Once you arrive, you'll receive new instructions for your meeting. Signed, L.
Instructions and more instructions. A day and a half. That's like a whole
Rix,
eternity.
what are we gonna find at these coordinates?
Yeah, Mom.
Clack, clickety clack. What do I find?
When you punch those coordinates in, it is still on planet, but it is. Sorry, I'm looking up the map. It is the town that you guys were advised that would be at, where the job would be, but it is as you sort of like do a computer search on the area, you do notice it's a pretty rundown looking shack.
Well, it's no Holiday Inn, that's for sure.
Any dangers we should know about, environmental or otherwise?
Other than the fact that you might get tetanus, probably not.
I can treat tetanus. I'm okay.
Y'all
with
ever
that.
had tetanus?
The
Is that the
lockdown.
same as tinnitus?
Nah,
gonna be
that's
a no.
completely different. Tinnitus is really loud, ringing in your ear because you did some bullshit, maybe a little too close to an engine one time, and I may or may not have that. Tetanus I had when I was real little because I was trying to do a back. Yeah, it's a whole story. Never mind. We got places to be. I'm sorry.
What was the question? I had this ring.
That right there is tinnitus. Or is it tinnitus?
Stuff like
Fair.
Sorry, to be clear, it is Comina, where you guys are going to be meeting up at in the floating disc.
Is that with the
Floating
C or
shards.
K?
Komina.
Always one letter short. I did INA.
Almost.
Heard it's just a thing that Vesk can't spell. Like,
Seems
it's like
pre-
barbarians
Great.
can't read, Vesk can't spell.
I'm writing down notes and I just crumple the paper and shred it apart.
Let's take a nap, have a sleep, and then we'll head to Comina.
Everyone goes ahead, takes a long rest. If you used any resolve points, you get those back. Spells, you get those back. Everyone, if you lost any HP, you get to heal some of those. I believe that's how this works in this game. But I don't think anyone lost HP. I think it was all just stamina loss.
Yeah,
Are
hit
we doing a
points
short
are
rest or a long rest?
Long rest if you guys are taking a sleep.
We going 9-9?
Going 9-9.
Taking a sleep and a nap.
Yep, both at the same time.
I'm down for a long rest.
8 hours go by. And it's weird with when you guys were on Abalon, 8 hours was like pretty much a whole day. When you guys wake up here, it's similar to us as if we're on Absalon Station, where 8 hours is 8 hours. It seems like the day cycle is similar to Absalom Station, where you guys go to roughly 11 in the morning after you guys wake up from your sleep. Sun is up. It is slightly raining, but overall it is not super bad weather. It's like that sunshine rain where it's nice and sunny outside, but it's just sprinkling. But you guys have a new day ahead of you.
Nice. Zerat will get up a little early and pre-make a bunch of Twinkies and Gatorade and stuff, and just kind of set the table ready, or get the table ready for breakfast.
Twinkies and Gatorade.
Dude, it's breakfast of champions.
Honestly.
All right. Welcome to our daily briefing that we have every day. Never miss a day, ever.
Ever.
Even yesterday.
Correct.
This definitely isn't the first one we've ever had.
I had
we
a
are
briefing
headed
once.
to. You
Just
might want to get
once.
that checked out. We're heading to these coordinates, and I'll pull up an aerial view that I had Rix make.
Yep.
And we're supposed to get further instructions there. Is it an ambush? Are we going to get further instructions, or are we going to die? What do people think?
All three.
Why would we be ambushed?
That's a great question. We just don't know L.
Wait, L?
Yes, L is the person who signed this, and I'll turn around the
Hmm.
parchment.
I thought
Is
we
it-
were meeting with Rith Krill.
There are
Who
two
the
L's
fuck
in
is
Krill.
L? That is true. I did not think about that.
Maybe it's a nickname.
I
Also
mean-
possible that L works for Krill.
I'm just gonna say nicknames are a hell of a thing. Like Denver's not even my real name, but y'all would be too damn lazy. So if their name is whatever Krill, if they go by L, I don't blame them.
What's your real name?
Denel Varys.
Danelle?
Din
Darnell?
L or Dinell?
Dingus.
Do we have a Ferrix and a Varix?
Hold on. Dan Elveris Rel. I hope that was under something that you'd be able to understand a little bit more clear.
Is that draconic?
I mean, I don't fucking know. It's cool though, but most people just call me Denver.
Yeah, Denver sounds good.
I'll call you Denel Varys when I'm mad at you.
That's what my mom did, but she weren't around too much, so it was one of those things
Oh.
where it was like, shit.
I'm all too familiar with that.
No, buddy.
Okay, why are we even considering this note? I think our contact
because-
might be a little more explicit.
Because it's our job. And this entire mission has been cryptic, and that's why I'm bringing it to the group, because I want some theories on what's about to happen.
Isn't this the same mission that if we finish it, we get the ship?
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Bingo, bango.
Captain, can I see the seal real quick?
Of course.
Do I recognize the seal at all?
You can go ahead and roll a what's that check called?
Culture check?
Culture. Thank you.
20. Not a natural 20, but
Okay. Definitely extremely well made. Like the actual seal itself has very clean edges. So you know that the seal itself is probably very expensive, very well made. You don't know exactly what family or organization or whatever this goes to. But you can definitely tell most people don't send messages this way. Mostly it's like comm message, leaving a data pad behind. So the fact that this is so rustic sort of gives its own little flair to it as well.
Well, whoever they are, they have money and are very attached to tradition, very ancient tradition.
Is it a seal, like a wax seal that could be broken?
Yeah.
There's no like evidence that someone else already read the scroll.
Right.
Not anymore.
We did.
So we don't know that this was from Krill. We just know that it's from an L, right?
It
I
is
don't-
in the place that we are supposed to meet Krill.
Could be an enemy of Krill. Could be a
Maybe.
coincidence.
It's my concern about an ambush.
Say we go to Komina, and I think we should wait for something more explicit from Krill. Is just my suggestion.
Look, I just
Things
fly
overly
things
cautious.
real fast. So, like, tell me which way to point this damn ship, and I'll get us there.
All right. Zerat / Rix. I need a full workup of everything that is in that area. We're looking at like a shack in the middle of nowhere, but this person comes from money, or even a full workup on the city itself. What are we getting ourselves into? If you have some time to put that together. Sunny, Kali, and Domino, can you go flash this piece of paper around in some places in this town, in Kabrat, and see if anybody recognizes what we might be getting into, if they recognize the seal or the parchment or just the method of communication, something like that. Denver,
Yeah.
I need you to start. We clearly need a smaller and faster vessel.
Oh, baby.
This
Hell
one in the
yeah.
hole is locked. I don't know what it's going to cost, but I need you to start thinking about, or maybe if you can poke around town. I can even go with you if you want.
Might be
And-
better.
Yeah, I'll come with you, and we'll see if we can find something small that you can zip around on for recon and stuff like that.
Hell yeah. I'm about to be all zippy around this shit. Like, hey, I'm over here, psych. I'm over here now. It's going to be real good.
All right, all right, all right.
Hell yeah, brother. We're about to make it fucking happen. Woo!
At this point, Thrawn, your comm link goes off as you receive a text message from Al.
All right, break. I got to take this. It's a text message. Sorry, I don't really have to take it. We can all stand here.
I've taken
I'm going to stand even closer.
It's a picture.
Oh, Al, sorry. No, that's for not now. No, oh, no, wait. This is different.
Of the individuals you told not to be let into the ship.
Oh,
Standing outside.
they're back.
Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're all here, so let them in.
All right. You guys all hear a loud thud as the bay door is opened. They walk into the bay and sort of just hang out in their little area.
As soon as I see one of them and recognize them, I'm gonna go put my armor on. So I'll probably just leave the deck and then come back after like 10 minutes.
All right, so before we all get out of here, I have a question that's just been kind of gnawing at me, all right? And Captain, I'm sorry if this is way out of line, but it's not directed at you at all. Carly, this whole thing has been all kinds of weird helter-skelter kind of nonsense sneaking around, like whatever other words for being sketchy is. and you haven't said a damn word about where you're from, who you are, what you've been up to, any of that kind of stuff. What is your deal, girl?
Well, I just like to keep myself distant from people.
Miss the mute button there, Josh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was dying.
Can-
What was the question?
No, you're fine. Can-
Nothing. We said you forgot to mute.
I pressed control. That's so
Nope.
sad.
I finally got out of the talk and you coughed through it.
Yeah. That was
Can
rough.
we have a repeat? Let's just.
Yeah, can you hit me with that
Alright,
one more
fine,
time? I'm
fine,
sorry.
fine.
Can we just kick this guy?
Vote to kick.
Okay, I said, I just like to keep myself distant until I trust everybody. But if you have questions, I mean, I'll answer what you want to know.
Less of a question, more of a statement. Ow, that you don't trust me yet. That hurts a little bit. But
I mean, you did bring us down into a pit that we had no idea what was down there.
did anybody die?
Yes.
No.
probably.
Well,
Ferris,
apparently
put your hand down, damn it.
Oh, I thought we were asking questions. My bad.
Oh, I thought you were saying I thought you were saying yeah, anybody died. Question, go ahead, go for it.
Oh, I don't have it anymore. Oh,
Wow. Well, shit. All right. I mean, that was really just all I had. Yep. Here's the real question. Now, look me in the eye. I'll know if you're lying. Are you setting us up?
what?
Collie has an L in it.
wait. What?
Coincidence?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I guess you'll never know.
Wow, that is probably one of the most suspicious damn answers I've ever heard to any question ever, and I've been arrested several times.
I guess I take that back.
Just Captain, I don't know how to go about this, and I'm confused, and I don't know anymore.
I don't know how to go about what as I look up from my phone. Like,
Oh, I asked Collie, "Are you trying to set us up? Because we don't know nothing about her, right? She's kind of showed up. I'm happy to have her, but you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? We got these all kinds of crazy messages. Hey, go to this planet. You get a ship for free. Feels very scammy. But I asked her, "You trying to set us up?" And she goes, "I guess you'll never know." That feels real weird to me.
okay. Everybody have their assignments?
Turns out L is a Nigerian prince.
Cully, are you like think about how we all sleep at night, and if she wanted us dead, how dead we would be.
It's a long con.
So
Not
she
me.
needs us alive.
I mean, you all slept last night, didn't you? So you all woke up.
Did we? I haven't seen
You are
audio.
terrifying.
Or are we just all in heaven together?
We're gonna
me-
meet at a church eventually. There's gonna be a church somewhere.
Now, that question got me thinking about my last race. Did I actually die in that race? Is this a weird purgatory hell?
That would actually make a lot of sense.
I think we all died in that hole. That's what's really going on here.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't dying that hole. That thing, it bit Domino one time for the one time, but it ain't worth nothing. Like, it was shitty. It was like, I'm the devourer. You devour this motherfucker, all right? Like, gotcha.
You did break through my armor a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, though. Did you die?
I got a little bit of a cut,
But did you
I
die?
bled a little bit.
Yeah, but did you die?
Yeah, we're all dead.
Yeah. Live fast, live a pretty corpse. That's what I'm always saying. Anyway, I got to go talk to a dude about getting a car. Woo!
All right. You go ahead and everyone breaks into their different assignments. We'll go ahead and start with Denver and Thron's. You guys go ahead and walk through the bay doors. You see all of the people in the other crew
Can I address the crew coming in first before we go
Sure.
on to stuff that happens outside?
Mhm.
I just want to see what they found out, if they're staying with us, if they're going, like what. So it's like I'll walk into the hole and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah. When you walk in, you do see that they are all extremely like they are almost exact 180s of where they were prior, at least when it comes to their clothing situation. It looks like they took their money that you sent them with, and they didn't blow it on random stuff. They got new clothes that actually fit them. Um, went to they look very well rested. They look like they put the money to really good use. Um, they one Dragonkin walks up. Uh, we did find some work here, so I think we'll go ahead and take our ship and leave you guys to be on your way. We do sincerely appreciate your hospitality and safety, but we are good to go. That's insane.
For stream, my partner's a makeup artist. She just finished that look.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
I'm gonna give him like we did one chop while we were here, and this is the contact. I can put you. I'm gonna put a reference in for you, and let them know. Do you? I'm assuming you got a comm unit and everything with the money I sent. I gave.
yes.
We could exchange information. I'd be happy to effectively be a reference. Let them know you're ready or looking for work.
I would appreciate that. We're still trying to find a place to stay, but we have a ship that will hold us for now.
Great. Well, best of luck.
You as well. And they go ahead and start all hopping into their ship and beginning to load up and get ready to move the ship out of your guys' bay.
Cool.
But you're able to go ahead and after that conversation begin to head outside. Still sprinkling a little bit. But you guys are going ahead and looking around for a place that sells small craft. Is that correct?
New and used car dealerships.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Used and barely working car dealerships.
One person go
Zero
ahead
credit,
and roll.
no problem.
Exactly. One person go ahead and roll a perception check. The other one can attempt to roll to assist if you guys would like to.
Do you want to do that perception, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll roll if you can assist me.
I can definitely assist. I got an 11.
Oh, you barely are able to assist. You get a +2 bonus.
That's another dirty 20.
Nice. It takes you probably
You're welcome.
about a half hour, but towards the exit of town, you guys do see what looks like a smaller little shack, almost looks like a corral, where they have a bunch of different little cycles.
Now, Captain, before we head on in here, I just have to know: are we looking for like a smaller craft that can carry all of us? Are we looking for a smaller craft that's like just me and a co-pilot, or like just me?
I have a suspicion that we're not going to be able to afford much at the moment, but we do need something for recon.
All right.
So I'm trusting you to. I mean, if we can get a craft that will carry all of us, I think that's ideal. But I also think that having something that just you and maybe even Otto could fit into, that's real nimble, quick, can get in and out, it's going to benefit us as well.
All right. Cool. Just making sure.
And now we got plenty of room, so we could probably have whatever. Let's take a look at what they have.
Hell yeah. Let's see.
All right, as you guys sort of walk through the gate and you guys are getting closer to the shack, you guys do hear the sound of welding tools and all this other electrical nonsense going on. But you do see a gnome and a dwarf sort of working on a couple of vehicles.
Right.
I'm not trying to interrupt, but I mean, is there a person? Is this a mechanic situation or is this a sales situation?
It looks like it's
both?
probably both. It's probably like
Cool.
they probably get these vehicles, fix them up, and then turn around and sell them. The gnome sort of notices you guys sort of walking up and looking around. Hello.
I sort of like, I kind of act like we're having a conversation. Like, I know you're a famous racer, but we got to make do with what we've got.
And I would like to point out that yes, I am wearing my sponsor jacket and my cool sunglasses.
Duly noted.
Look, I'm just telling you right now, I don't drive junk. All right, that's the way it goes.
All right, well, hopefully the last place didn't seem to understand that you were the best in the business, so hopefully this place is different. Oh, hi there.
Hey.
We're looking for a vehicle.
Yes. Please follow me. As they go ahead and take you around to like the back side of the building, where there is about 5 vehicles looks that they have available. 3 of them, very wore down. One of them, it looks like it's okay condition, and then you guys have like a buggy as well.
So, I don't want to be that person, but I'm totally gonna be that person right now.
Okay.
Looking at these, do I know what they are and like kind of general what the specs should be?
Roll engineering.
Because of my ace pilot
Isn't
feature.
it part of your theme knowledge?
Yeah, theme knowledge being ace pilot.
Go ahead and roll a.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so it says reduce the DC of culture checks to recall knowledge about starships and vehicle models and parts, as well as famous hotshot pilots by 5.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a culture for me.
All right. It's an 18.
18. The 3 looking pretty rough cycles that are in front of you. They have they're typically used by goblins. Not very well kept. If they get damaged, they're pretty prone to exploding, but they typically are pretty cheap if you need multiple of them. The other one is a basic enter cycle, and then the last one's an exploration buggy.
I'm just gonna kind of nudge Thrawn and point at the last 2, just like right there. I'm not gonna say anything.
But you do know that all the cycles only hold 1 person, but you do see that the buggy can hold probably 3 people, or 4 in Sunny.
All right. Then if I'm gonna point and then I'm gonna lean down like close to Thrawn and be like, "Hey, so those other ones over there. Well, all these pretty much 1 person. The buggy there on the end. 3 of us, maybe 4 if we can like somehow cram Sunny in there also. But really, I'm just bending down here to let you know, so it looks like I'm too important to talk to them directly. Hopefully, that gives us a bargaining chip. All right, go forth."
Sorry, I'm their manager, and they're just looking for sort of a sort of program that they like to do. They like to see how far they can take just a regular old buggy or cycle and try and push it to its limits. So what we're looking for, if you were to sum it down, is good bones. What do you recommend?
Oh, well, we got these 5 right here. She points to the vehicles you guys were already sort of looking at. These 3 right here, these goblin junk cycles, they're gonna be 425 a piece. You look at the middle basic enter cycle, that's gonna be 700. And we got 1,000 for the buggy.
Okay, well, um,
If you like a real challenge, I'd suggest the junk cycles there. They are a little prone to go boom, but nothing a daredevil like them, by the sounds of it, can handle. We got the enter cycles, which I'm sure they have rode it once or twice. And then we got the buggy here. That's going to be best for you if you have multiple passengers.
yeah, money is obviously no problem, as they are a very famous driver. Just one second, and I'll sort of like humbly come over to you. How much money do you have?
That's a good question. Let me look.
I'm assuming Thrawn, you went and distributed everyone's funds that
I
was
sure
sent to you.
did.
Okay, everyone
Yeah,
has
yep.
300 credits.
All right. So I'm just kind of like scrolling through my comlink, almost like trying to stay as nonchalant as possible. Just like I got 565.
Right. Do you want to split the buggy with me, or do you want the
You know what?
cedar?
I mean, I could completely outright buy one of the goblin cycles,
Mhm.
and we could just say send it. Not ideal, but we're trying to ball on a budget. And she did kind of challenge me there, so I mean, I'm kind of into it now.
Okay. Um. Punch me in the face.
What?
Just punch me in the face.
Punch or slap?
Just punch me. Just punch me.
I punch him.
All right. What's your strength modifier?
Oh man, strength modifier is +1.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage to your stamina there, uh, Thrawn, but you just get slugged by Denver. Uh, is
Oh,
there
like
something
real back.
wrong here?
You see, maybe you could settle. I. They seem to think that the biggest challenge would indeed be these rickety old goblin speeders, and when I suggested that you clearly were not maintaining them properly, and I question your skills as mechanics, frankly, and they seem to think that that just makes it all the more challenging. But
It's a bold move, Cotton.
leave it pays off. um, so I also have to do what's in the sponsor's best interest, which is pay for something more safe, and I'll point to the cycle. Um, so it's not clear what we're gonna do just yet. And I'll kind of walk away and pull out my comlink like I'm gonna call a sponsor or something.
Then I'll step up right then and there, and I'll kind of I'll take my sunglasses off and be like, all right, so let me level with you here right now. I like what you were saying about that's a big challenge. Taking one of the goblin cycles and just pushing it to the absolute extreme. But we both know that they tend to want to just blow up on anybody who's riding that thing, thusly why it's a goblin cycle. I'm down to ride it, and I'll tell people I bought it here. But I'm going to need a better deal on the inner cycle also.
As well.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Do I get an assisting option for getting punched in the face?
I will get you a assisting option, but it will be at a higher DC because you sort of insulted the mechanic in their workmanship.
Well, that was supposed to lower the DC. Riddle me
It's
that.
Right.
it's what is it? A backhanded compliment, an insultlement.
Insultment,
Yeah.
exactly.
I rolled a 14.
All right, you get a
Diplomacy.
+2, Denver.
Hell yeah, that's a 23.
Best I can do on that inner cycle is gonna be 550.
550.
How much was the goblin thingy?
425.
So it'd
So
be
425, 550, 975.
975 for the both of them.
Like, all right, yeah.
I mean, we've come this far.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to my guy here real quick, but I think you got yourself a deal. Hang on just a second.
Yeah,
Turn around.
teach them some manners while you're at it.
Oh, 100%. I'm sorry about that. He always treats me like I'm some sort of big deal. I just drive. I was put in this galaxy to do one thing and one thing only, and that's drive fast and drive well. So sponsors, you know how it goes. But I'll be right back. Let me turn around. Hi there, bud. As I walk up to Thrawn. Hey, so I just kind of got us a deal. It's going to be $975 for both the Goblin Cycle and the Enter Cycle. So we can get both for under 1,000.
Outstanding. I'm gonna storm off in a huff, and then send you the money.
All right, cool. Thank you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Get out of here.
Oh, God. This isn't even remotely professional. I know it's well.
All right. I'll turn around and go, hey, sometimes got to do what I got to do. You got yourself a deal. I want the Goblin Cycle right there and that Inner Cycle for the 975, all totaled up like we were talking about.
Oh, right. And on the side, you see her sort of pull something out of her bag, and you hear voot, 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 voot on the both of the cycles, as it's just a plaque of her shop's logo.
I'm okay with that.
And she goes ahead and walks over and hands you 2 keys.
All right.
I don't know how you're supposed to get them both there, but that's on you.
I mean, I'm down to make 2 trips. This should be fun. And I'll jump on the Inner Cycle first and kick it live. And she's like, here we go. I'll be back. I'm just going to like rip on out of there.
Ian, if you go to page 222 in the core rulebook, or 228, excuse me, has the stats for both those vehicles if you want to go ahead and make note of those vehicles. The Goblin Cycle gives you a -1 to piloting and a -2 to attacking, but the Enter Cycle gives you a +2 bonus to piloting.
We're about to be unstoppable. You said 228?
228 in the core rulebook.
Oh, I don't have the core rule. I will find that I will find that here shortly. I was like, why isn't it in mine? Because I remember I just bought the player's handbook.
No, that's the core rulebook.
That's the core rulebook?
Yeah.
I only have up to page 150.
In this book right
Are you looking
here.
for
You might
Starfighter?
have like the beginner box or something.
Oh,
Oh, that's the.
Operation manual. That's what it is.
That was like. That's
you
the.
done
I was
got the
like-
wrong book.
I was like, what is this? Because it's all just like specific character stuff in this one. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
If
So
you go to the PDF that we have, that will be there.
Yeah. I'll get that there. Thank you.
Or because Frostbite's awesome, he put it in the chat for you.
I appreciate you, you absolute champion.
Who wants to go next? Who's next up while this is all going on?
Who are the groups?
I know it's I believe it was Zura and Ferrix were next, or also a group.
And then it was the fighters that were a group together.
Yeah.
Investigate.
So we'll go ahead and go with the not the non-scientist scientists.
I'm a scientist.
Wait,
not.
exactly, the non-scientist scientists. As
Sure,
you
you're a
guys
great
are,
scientist.
what would you guys like to do?
Well, we need to figure out some stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that. Is it yaha or
Oh,
Hmm.
Yata, I believe, is what
yata?
Dante said.
Yeah, yata.
Yata.
That's supposed to make us better, right?
What? We are better now?
I think
I love you
so.
guys.
I hate it here.
I love this. We're gonna have a
Um,
yeehaw at some point.
No, I think the cat said we need to get as much information as we can on this place we're going to.
Well,
So,
How much time do we have?
good question. Till they get back, I guess.
Oh. So we just search it on the web? Enter. What is the computer you use called?
Yeah, that thing.
Yes.
The info web.
InfoWeb,
Um,
indeed.
I was thinking that you can cover like the life science stuff, or what are you good at? I don't think we ever really talked about what you're good at.
I am a jack of 3 trades: mysticism, life science is okay, and culture.
Okay, how about you take the culture side, and I'll get on the other sciences and put my degree to use.
Which degree?
Well, I have 3 of them, but that it doesn't matter. So,
Oh, speaking of degree, you seem to be familiar with our captain. Did you know him before we were paired up together?
uh, yeah, we were part of a crew when we were younger. We were it's a crew for delinquents. They kind of like try to reforge you into better Starfinder material. Um,
Did it work?
I, I don't know. Did it? What do you think?
We've been successful so far, so I believe so.
All right, good. Yeah. Uh, anyways, I'll get to work on this stuff over here. So just let me know when you find anything.
I will investigate the culture.
All right, I'm gonna do life science around this weird town.
Zarat's just gonna go investigate everybody's medical records on the ship.
Okay.
Not even doing real work.
I'll do some
Fake work here.
I got a natural 20, so 28. on life
28
science.
on life science. And are you just looking for
Just looking for everything that I can find
of Comina?
yeah, like basically basic stuff, and then if I can find anything interesting about like what creatures are around there, what the people are like.
Yeah.
I guess it's more animals and stuff than people. So
Yeah. Um. Really, like the Comina's still one of the one of a major city, closest to the Bulwarks, which is another cluster of cities. But it's one of the major cities there. But it's heavily militarized. Um, as far as life science for it goes, it's mostly embedded inside of a mountain. Um,
okay.
but the shack that you was sent were like at the bottom of said mountain. So it's a little bit outside of Comina, but I mean you would assume like goats, something that can traverse the
So,
cliffside,
foothills,
right?
kind of. Okay. All right. I got an 11 on physical science, so I know they're mountains. Okay.
Yeah, you know they're mountains.
Definitely.
Um, you do know that um, the floating shards are fueled by powerful magic. Um, but Comina also, like, the top of the mountain that Comina is levitated above. So it's has a little bit of a gap between the base of the mountain and the actual city of Comina that can move depending on if it needs to be more defensible or not.
Okay, I'll take notes.
Okay.
And then in addition to the medical records, I just wanted to see if I could figure out who is like in charge or any governing bodies of this town, as well as anything. I don't know how to search the seal or anything, but if I could figure out how to do that, I'll try.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a culture for me. And you don't have any sort of knowledge that would help this, like theme knowledge.
No, theme knowledge is based off of average creatures, so
Okay.
life sciences. But that's a natty 1, so 9.
9. Okay. You haven't spent. I mean, if any. I mean, you haven't been to this planet before. And it's not exactly something you can search up on the internet on what, hey, this is the kind of society that it has. You do know that it's heavily militarized. So, I mean, there may be a council for it, but you're not 100% sure. You do know that most of these types of mountain cities were a lot more common, but Comina is one of the last remaining.
And does Thrawn have asthma?
No.
Motherfucker. All right, cool.
I actually don't know if he actually has asthma. He didn't put it in his backstory, but you can ask
I
us.
have asthma, but he said it wouldn't be in the medical file.
Oh, that's fair.
True.
There's no listing of any asthma on the medical file.
Zerat will add it.
Okay. Asthma's been added to the medical file. Anyway, you guys will go ahead and spend the time doing some extensive research on that. The last group of individuals, the fighters, if you will, the violence takers. You guys have the, well, I mean, you sort of killed someone.
Sonny shot first.
That's fair.
Brick killed a guy.
Right.
Yep.
You guys have the paper and the seal to begin to go and show around to individuals.
Should we start at the bar where it was dropped off to see if they even remember who dropped it off?
It's a good idea.
That's what
Sure,
I-
but Sunny has to stay outside because she's addicted to alcohol. So we just.
Oh, okay. You think I can't control myself if I come across a purple drink? I might want to drink it, but I could say no. I might choose not to, but it's my choice.
The 2 times that I've seen you come out of a bar, you've been drunk. So
Look, I like to have a good time. Sue me. Let's just go to the bar.
Every session.
Every session's like this. The 3 of you go ahead and head back to the bar. Different bartender is standing behind the counter.
I wouldn't know. I don't go in. I'm a bigger person.
Literally, you can grow a little bit.
Shh.
The 2 of you walk in. There's a small like lunch crowd that's inside, maybe like 5 to 7 people inside. But other than that, it's pretty empty. There is a rather large troll-like individual sort of standing behind the counter.
Is anybody wearing fanciful clothes?
Yes, you do recognize one of the drow that's sitting up on the second floor, sort of like just watching
I
over.
recognize them.
Yep, they are one of the 3 drow that were up there the night prior.
We haven't met.
No, you guys actually never spoke to this individual,
Okay.
but he was up there whenever you guys entered the last time.
Interesting. I'm going to not look at the drow, but I'll whisper to Sunny and
Sunny,
Kali if she's close enough. I
Sunny
assume
is
Sunny's on my
actually
shoulder.
Sunny's outside. She did not go inside the bar. It is just literally
Oh.
just you and Callie.
I
I thought
told
when you said
not-
two of us, it was a
Nope.
mistake.
No,
I
it
was
was
told not to
it
go
was two.
inside.
All right, I'm gonna lean over to Kali as we walk up to the bar. I recognize that drow, and I, from what I think it was Zurat said about the seal, it might be more of a upper class family or seal of some sort. Maybe we should start up with him.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should head up and start asking him. Well, maybe not question him right off the bat, but kind of just get a feel for him.
Do you want to handle the drow, and I'll stay down here with the bartender?
Sure.
I don't want to intimidate the velvet cloak.
All right.
I made that
All
up
right.
for a black tie. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I got it. It was very clever. All right, so you guys go ahead and split up. You go ahead and continue towards the troll domino as Kali, you begin to head upstairs to speak with the drow, and that is where we'll go ahead and take a break for us this evening. Be back 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Be here, be square. 6-minute break. We'll see you in a little bit. Oh, hey guys, we're back. Don't talk to Denver though. Where we left off, the extra crew that was inside the ship said, "Adios, we found stuff to do." They got a reference from Thrawn to work with a group of individuals, and the group sort of split up a little bit to complete a little bit different missions. Thrawn and Denver went to go find a ulterior sort of way of getting around. Zerat and Ferrix went to do some science officey stuff. Frostbite with the first Starfinder NPC redeemed. And the rest of the party is heading to the bar. Sunny is currently outside after a small dig at a possible alcoholism problem that is going on.
She's
And-
sweating a little bit.
Right. And so Kali and Domino went inside the bar. Kali went upstairs to go have a chat with the drow, while Domino was on the first floor next to the bar.
I also want to take a picture of the seal.
Okay.
I'm going to send it to Sunny and Kali.
Perfect. You go ahead, Kali, your comlink goes off. Sunny, your comlink goes off. And you look, and it is the picture of the seal as well as the scroll itself. They guys have documentation to be able to share around. Which one wants to go first, Domino or Kali?
I'll go ahead and go first since I'm going to the bartender and I'm guessing I'm closer.
Yeah, you are. It's a little bit of a walk up to the stairs. But Domino, you walk up to the bartender. He looks over.
Mm. Here.
Beer. He goes ahead and walks over. Grabs a stein. And begins to fill it up.
Mm. I slip him my cred stick.
He takes it. Charges it. Gives it back. It's
How
3
much was it?
credits. 3 credits.
I'm gonna let some time pass if you want to move on to Kali.
'Kay.
As I sip this beer.
Kali, you walk up, and you do see the drow that's sort of sitting at the edge, sort of overlooking the first floor, and has their hand circling the top of a glass. As you get up there, though, now that you have a view of everything, the top floor area is carpeted. The chairs are a work of art almost. This very clear difference between up here in this sort of VIP section versus downstairs. As soon as you get up there, the drow will walk over and look over to you. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, actually, you're the one that I wanted to talk to. I have this picture of a seal, and I just wanted to know if you've ever seen this around. And I show him the picture.
Yeah. May I see your comlink real quick? I just want to get a closer look.
Sure, I hand it over.
It hands it over and zooms it into the picture. Zooms it out. Hands it back to you. That is a very old seal. Are you familiar with this planet?
No, I am not.
That family is standing on its last leg. There's only 2 heirs left of it, but they are one of the oldest family lines in Comina. But if they're sending you this, then you have quite the fans that have very deep pockets.
Do you have any names in this family?
the oldest hasn't been seen for quite some time, but his name is Krill, and the youngest hasn't been seen in a couple years, but it's Saz, Szazz.
Only one letter off.
But she's been. No, I don't remember the last time anyone's talked about her, but yeah, those two are the two individuals that come up to mind when I think of that crest. But again, they are going to be mostly in Comina.
All right. Well, thanks for your help. And I head back down the stairs.
Perfect.
Joshua.
Yes.
While I'm outside,
Mhm.
I'd like to see if there's any like guards or reputable people that I see walking around.
Roll perception for me. You tell me you don't have dice ready? We're halfway through the show and you don't have dice ready?
Gosh.
I
what
haven't
do you
had to
think
roll
we were
anything,
playing?
but my bag was right next to me. You keep playing.
Unprofessional. I
Seems
can't work
sus.
like this.
Is that Denver speaking or Ian?
That's Ian and Denver.
You said perception?
Yeah.
I forgot. It's harder to look at it like this. 19.
19. Yeah, I mean, every so often, you do see, like, more or less walking a small perimeter in front of you, sort of like in between where the bar you guys are standing at and the docks. You do see a couple of guards sort of walking around.
Can I go up to one
Mhm.
and try to get their attention?
You walk up, and it's a pair of Lashuntas. What can I do for you?
Hey, just wondering if you can tell me if you recognize this, and I'll use one of my elfin. Something just happened. My my elfin arms to grab my phone or my comlink and hold it up to them.
Sort of looks it over. What's the reason for needing to know what the seal means?
Oh, just a friend of mine received, this letter, and they don't know anything about where it came from. So I'm trying to help a friend out.
Well, I'd be careful. It's a dangerous group that seal represents.
What group is it exactly?
Couple of lowlives, if you ask me, but high up, snooty brother and sister that don't know their way to act politely.
Do you have a name by chance, or where they're located?
Yeah, they're located over in Kamina. Biggest troublemaker is Krill.
As far as like trouble with the law.
Yeah, he's got about 4 warrants out for his arrest. So if you see him, send him our way.
Will do. Will do. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no problem. They sort of look at each other, look back down at you, and you begin to walk away. Domino. It seemed a pretty short conversation. You got a couple drinks into your beer before you see Kali begin to descend back down the stairs, putting her comlink away.
Once I see that she's coming down, I'll flag the bartender over. What's the deal with the drow?
I don't know. Pays a lot of money. A lot of it's for secrecy. I don't care for him.
Tell me where often.
The drow or that one individual?
That one individual.
Hmm. He's here probably 4 out of 7 days.
Do you know his name?
No. It's part of what that money pays to keep secrecy for.
So you must get a lot of drow then.
Just 3 of them. For the most part, we have a couple of people that come in from time to time off the docks and off of different starships, but 3 of them that dress that well and pay that well.
How much is a little hint worth?
That's a question for you and how much of a hint you want.
Do they work for an organization?
Hmm. That seems like 50 credits worth of knowledge if you ask me.
Throw in their names.
Now we're looking about 100.
Not worth it.
To each their own. Anything else I can help you with?
We'll see if my friend here wants a drink.
Do you see the
I don't
bartender sort of look
I
over
walk
to
up
you?
to the bar.
Hmm.
I'm good. I
I'm
think we
just
should just head out right now.
Peering in the
And go see
doorway,
if Sunny
watching what
has
you
more
decide.
than-
You gonna take a drink,
Or
bitch?
Sunny.
You see her sort of shake her head no, and like, no, thank you, Sonny. But you do see Domino sort of just drinking a beer.
I'll just.
I'll head
patiently-
outside. I'm gonna go outside and talk to Sunny. What I don't know if Domino's coming with or not. He can do whatever he wants.
I'll once she starts heading out, I'll pound the beer and then slip a cred stick's worth of tip.
Okay, how much you tip him?
1 credit.
He sort of nods. Carly, you make it outside. Sunny sort of just tapping her foot right outside the door. Sunny, every so often you do notice that the guards do look at you as soon as they're doing their patrol. It's just like the same 2 that are going like back and forth, just like in a almost like a C formation. And they just every time they just sort of stand there, they just look you over and just keep walking.
Just as soon as you guys get out of the doorway, I'm just gonna start walking. We should probably go before we talk. And then I'm gonna use all my arms and wave behind me at the guards.
It's gross. As all these branch-like tendrils sort of walk out and just wave at the guard. They sort of like jump back a little bit and begin to continue on and like purposely like looking away from Sunny. Sunny's actually like very terrifying individual.
Oh yeah.
But you guys go ahead and do you guys want to head back towards the ship, or where do you guys want to head to?
We discuss what we found.
The guard's watching me right now. We might just walk and talk.
What'd you do?
Well, I just thought guards know people, so I should ask them. And they know. They knew. But I raised suspicion with it.
Well, what they know?
It's from a brother and a sister, and they're not good people, and Krill. I almost said Killa. Krill. Killa.
Kill is a very different person. He's okay. He's in a fashion mall right now.
Krill has warrants out for his arrest, so I think I just told him that my friend received a note, and we were trying to figure out who gave it to them. So I mean, I didn't say that we were connected to them, but they're definitely looking for these people.
Hmm.
What
Probably
did
Well,
you
that's
guys
funny
find?
because who I talked to, they were just saying that they were more down on their luck, not that they were being wanted. But then that same name came up too. So
What, Krill?
yes,
Yeah, I didn't get a last name, just that they're brother and sister.
yeah, same.
What about you,
Krill.
Domino?
All I know is that they're a rich family.
Yeah.
Well, all I got from the bartender was that those drow, 3 of them are regulars at that bar, and they seem to be within some position of power. You wanted to charge extra for more information. Didn't seem
What
worth it.
what did the drow have to do with finding out about the seal?
That's who Kali was talking to. I was just curious.
You wanted to check her sources.
The troll didn't seem like he knew much of anything else.
Okay, that makes sense.
Waste of time.
So we at least know what their family, and they're in deep shit, basically.
And this letter is at least connected to some way to Krill.
Right, which isn't great if he has warrants out for his arrest.
Do we know anything about this L? Maybe perhaps that's their last name.
I didn't get the name of the sister.
Actually, I remember Rith Krill was the guy's name. So
What?
the guy's name is Rith Krill. Is that
That's correct.
Yeah.
that's what I have in my notes.
Yep.
So, maybe it's a surname.
I mean, if we go to meet wherever they're telling us to go, we definitely have to be vigilant.
Yeah.
But at this point, we should probably tell the captain, which is me.
Is there anywhere else we can
You
go
telling
look?
yourself.
I'm gonna go tell myself. I mean, we covered law enforcement. Who did did you ask who dropped off the letter?
It was a different bartender.
Okay. Did we happen to see the people we just did a job for? Because they knew about the letter.
The only person I recognized was the drow.
Which was one of the individuals who gave you guys the letter or the mission.
Which was one of the
I mean,
individuals
I
that
could
gave us
just
the
run
mission.
back in there and ask him another question. He kind of seems pretty cool.
Hey, one more question. I mean, if we want, I don't know if they saw who dropped it off, but that's. I mean, I feel like we kind of got as much as we can about it without raising more suspicion.
Yeah. I don't know, unless there's some way to connect this krill to the letter L. Turn him in.
I should have asked what the sister's name was, or what. Yeah, no, I should have asked what the sister's name was.
Yeah, I only got the brother's name.
I think you did the right thing, Sonny. Those law enforcement probably would have questioned you further. It's not
Yeah,
heat that we want.
Well, I don't have answers for him about anything. Callie, if you want to go ask the drow, I mean, that's fine. I don't want to make my way back over to the bar just in case they're still scoping out the area.
Um, yeah, I can
Maybe.
Hold on.
Always, she does it in the shadows.
I bet it's all the storms over here.
Yeah. A little crazy.
We've lost her.
She's gone. to the Shadow Realm.
I don't know. I think
Then
those
we couldn't
drows,
trust her.
those drow might have been unrelated. They just seemed upper class. Upper class people probably stick
Are we
together.
good?
Oh, yeah, you're back.
That was like a speed
Oh,
run.
am I back?
Jeez.
You're good.
Wait, where were we?
You were I think in the process to say that you were maybe heading back to the bar. Maybe I don't really
All we heard
know.
was,
Yes, I said yes. I will run back to the bar.
Okay.
Okay.
You head back into the bar. You do see the drow back to how they were, sort of like resting over the counter and sort of just stirring a drink. And they sort of stand up, smile when they see you walk in. You head back up the stairs. Do you forget something?
Yeah, I actually have one more question for you if you don't mind. Good.
Of course.
Okay, so, do you know who dropped off this scroll by chance?
Thinks back. I don't know who it was. But I can tell you. I mean, what race they were, but not sure if that's what you're exactly looking for per se.
Sure.
Um,
Sure, let's start there.
But it was a where'd they go? Residence. Thank you. Where am I missing this? Hello? Notes?
really?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Formian. Ugh.
What's that?
Thanks, Travis.
Person.
Formian. It's like the half, like, ant / person.
Imagine a centaur, but an ant.
An ant.
Pretty sure that's the race that Krill is.
That is correct.
Yes.
But they would have recognized him if it was Krill.
More than likely. Are you back?
Oh, I didn't even realize she was gone.
Oh, internets and webs and storms. Let me tell you.
Tough day for internet.
It really is across the board.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Across the Discord.
What the hell is that laugh?
Talk about it.
That's you. That's my impression of you right now.
That's rough.
I thought that I was looking away. I thought that was Laura.
Yikers. But yeah. We'll let her know when she comes back. It was a Formian. But assuming that's the only question that she had,
I think it was.
we're going to go ahead and have you guys head back to the ship.
Yes.
Ferrix and Zerat, you guys do your research. You guys hear people coming back into the ship. As you do hear Domino, Sunny, and Kali head back in.
Sorry, we're all out of Twinkies.
Yeah. Zerat ate them all.
I have quite a hankering for Twinkies at the moment. I do not know what came over me. Maybe it was the alcohol from earlier.
Yeah, maybe you should lay off that stuff a little bit.
The Twinkies or the alcohol?
I mean, both. But whatever. You do you.
There was a point in time where I forgot what happened. I do not like that. I will take your advice.
Side note, chat, real quick. I understand there's a issue with overlay. We're just waiting for Kali to get back, and then the overlay will be fixed. But right now, I will be Denver, and Laura will be Jabris.
Say the thing. Say the thing. If you're gonna be Denver, you have to say it.
Yeehaw.
Gatorade.
Oh, sorry, I don't have to say it anymore because I am back
Frick!
to me.
Gatorade.
Ace of spades, getting a fade.
All not bad things. Kali, welcome back. You look still a little choppy, but maybe you're back and able to hear us. If you are, give me a thumbs up. Yikes. Anyway, we're going to
Get there
keep
one day.
on going. Oh, was that a laggy thumbs up?
She's in super speed.
Nice.
Slow motion at the same time.
Wait, what?
We are.
You guys are back. You guys do hear the sound of a motorbike arriving shortly after. And Thrawn walking in as well.
Yeah, because the Entercycle has room for a passenger, so I totally could have picked you up and we could have driven back together.
Oh, we sure did. As I'm just like, you don't have to hit me in the eye.
You told me to hit you! I did the thing! You said do it and I did it!
All right. I can't complain. You're right.
Shit. Hey, we just spent way too much money on a great deal to buy 2 kick-ass cycles. So, that's what's going on. Heads up, one might explode, so just keep your distance. Ferrex, your face says it all. It's goblin built, so that's probably why it'll explode.
Yeah.
But
No. Speaking of exploding, let's make sure that Otto spends the rest of this session looking over these vehicles, making sure they're not going to actually explode.
Otto, I'll get to that in a second. I'm still trying to fix the ship from our fight that we had a couple days ago. We had some critical damage stuff, but I'll get to it.
Otto.
Fucking
I can
Otto.
look at it too, Captain, if you need a second pair of eyes.
Yeah, no, if you could actually take a look at these and just... I got punched in the face. Don't worry, but just
Yeah, you
take a
guys,
look at him.
you guys see that there's like a red swell on Thrawn's face.
Yeah, I'll look at him.
All right, go ahead and roll engineering for me.
I got a 27.
27. Yeah, the engine for the goblin, like, track, the goblin bike, it's just very poorly made. Not really much you guys can do to, really fix it from exploding. It's just like the way that unless you like completely like rebuilt the engine, but that will take quite a bit of time.
Can we make it explode bigger?
I mean, you can always make it explode bigger. It's just
Great.
what you put inside of it, you know?
The way you keep saying explode makes it seem inevitable that it's going to explode on
Yeah,
us.
I wink at Denver.
Maybe somebody that's good at
And I
piloting should
roll my
explode.
coat back and my grenades all show.
I'm confused. Are we using this as a weapon?
most likely, hell yeah. It's what we're gonna do, right? Someday, it's gonna be kick-ass. I can see it now. We're gonna fly this ship real down, real close to the ground, right? We're just hauling ass down like 10 feet off the deck. We're gonna open up that cargo bay. I'm gonna come ripping out of that cargo bay on this shitty goblin bike, and I'm just gonna careen it into something. It's gonna be glorious and explosive. If I'm gonna die, that's how I want to die. All right, y'all heard it. That's
I'll
how I
find a
want
way
to
to
die.
make it so you don't die.
A
Understood.
Triaxian drop off. Ah, yes.
Yes.
I heard you want to die, so just I'm here for
not
you.
right now, but in the future, if we could do a tri-accident drop-off. I was going to use the term, but I wasn't sure if y'all knew what a tri-accident drop-off was, so I didn't want to lose you.
Right
But,
about
yeah, it's badass, right? Like, it's the coolest damn thing.
it's a one-way trip, but yeah.
So, tri-accident drop-off. Write this down in your little notebook there you were taking notes in.
Okay.
That is the epitome of yeehaw.
Epitome of yeehaw. What?
There we go.
What's the difference between yeehaw and aha?
So
Ah.
yeehaw is like a woo, and aha is like a I figured that shit out.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Light
Does
bulb.
that make sense?
Yeehaw.
What about a aha yee?
Aha yee. Now, depending on the accent you say that with, watch who you're saying it around because people aren't going to be too happy about that one.
Oh. Okay.
So maybe just don't say that one.
Oh. Okay. I'll scratch that one out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't say that one. Got it. All
Okay,
right.
everybody to the debriefing room.
I need everyone
AKA
to
the
make
cafeteria.
a will save for me, please.
That damn scroll.
Is it because of that story we just got?
Exactly what it is. This
Yeah.
hearing this conversation.
It's because you said aha yee. I told you.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
No, that one was actually a type of fish, I think.
Aha yee, aha yee.
You hate to see it.
Can I ask you if this is a
Well,
is this a death effect, a disease, a mind affecting effect, a paralysis, poison, sleep effect, or stunning effect?
Mind effect.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Am I
Didn't
immune?
expect that.
No, why would you be immune?
Because I'm a plant.
No. I mean, I guess it's come up once. It's come up once, I guess.
No, you got that.
Sonny's gun is Sonny's brain.
Just really bright in small areas.
Rax lights
What?
get +2 to
But,
mind affecting effects.
It's true.
Yay.
I gotta
No,
say-
I got.
We're
I
gonna
got
go
the
around the
same
table.
thing.
So, Thrawn,
What?
what was your will save?
Is this one of those situations where it's good to have a low number?
That is completely up to you.
It's
Oh,
golf.
okay, then yes, it is.
Okay,
well, I
cool.
got an 8.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sunny.
Wait, I have a +2.
Yeah,
You
for
do have a
mind
+2.
effects.
Okay, so then 16.
Let's know your class.
Denver.
Thought I would say it.
Got a 17.
Kali. She was fine all the way up until I asked for something important.
Damn,
That's-
Joshua,
Difficulties
why'd you
don't
talk
count.
to her?
You have to skip it.
Okay, cool. Skipping. Zerat.
14.
Ferrix.
17.
And Domino.
18.
18.
Had to one up us.
All of you feel
Oh.
like you just forgot something. You can't put what it is, but you feel like you just forgot something.
Is it
Did we
Kali?
have Kali? Is she,
Important. Like a person?
Not like a person, just like something is misplaced, but you can't tell what it is.
I'm gonna look around for Otto.
Otto is nowhere to be found.
Oh
I,
shit!
I check my pockets for phone, keys, and wallet.
It's all there.
Great.
I
What
walk
about
into
mask?
a room and then turn around because I forgot what was in there.
I check Thrawn's pockets for phone, keys, and wallet.
It's all in there.
Cool.
I double checked who I
Great.
texted that picture to.
It was Sunny and Kali.
Do you guys feel weird?
Probably.
I mean, define weird.
Do you ever have that feeling where you walk into a room and you know you're looking for something and then you forget what you're looking for?
Yeah,
Deja vu.
that just happened.
Mine's usually cake. Is there any cake around?
There's probably some in that big old machine.
You forgot cake or you were going for cake?
I was gonna go into a room and get cake, and then I forgot to get the cake.
Oh,
You
no,
ever
I
done
don't
that?
think it was that. I don't think it was that.
That's fair.
Collie, while you're moving around and stuff, what did you get for your will save?
17.
Okay. Same thing as the rest of the party. You feel like you're forgetting something, but you can't put your finger on what exactly it is you're forgetting.
So far, it's not key, phone, wallet, cake, or
Well,
auto.
None
To
of
be
those.
more accurate, it's not Thrawn's keys, phone, wallet.
I checked for those, and so did Denver.
And I checked again just to be safe.
There's no cake on the ship.
Well, you know what they say. If we can't remember it, it wasn't important.
Hold up. I'm gonna go
What's
check the
around
cargo hold. Are they still here? Are the people, are stowaways still around?
No. And the ship is gone.
They left.
All right, I guess they left. Bye. Would have been cool. Whatever.
Nice to know
Good.
you.
So everybody,
Nah.
tell me what you found out in your individual jobs.
I don't remember.
You all do remember what.
Also, Denver, don't you have another car to go get?
Oh shit.
Denver just like runs off the ship.
I like to think Thrawn could have drove it back, but nah.
I was wondering though.
I mean, absolutely could have.
I didn't say
Have you
anything,
ever,
but, like,
have
I'm
you
sure
ever
he knows how to
tried to
drive.
tell Denver that they can't drive?
That's true.
They
Last-
already punched me once today.
Right.
I didn't need it again.
On my way out the door. Because you asked me to.
You were asking for it.
Literally.
Literally. You asked for it.
It was insubordination when
Mhm.
it comes down to it. You're gone.
That's what I forgot. Who's the captain?
Sonny, I think it's a moment.
Oh, that's right.
I think it's me. I forget.
Their butt imprint is in them, sure.
We can always Al, who's the captain?
According to you all, there are 3 captains.
Okay.
Who asked
That
for
wasn't
captain
helpful
first?
At all.
Or last? I think it was Sunny.
Last was Sunny. Before that was Denver. Before that was Thrawn.
It was actually the other way.
So
If
we're
it ever
all
comes down to who asked first, it was actually Denver, I think.
Well, I guess, but I was programmed that you were the captain of this ship.
Oh, thank God. Thanks, Al.
Can we reprogram you?
Yes.
All right.
Good luck-
Start
good luck
up.
with that.
Go back to manufacturers.
No, we don't need that. I put a lot of work in this.
No, then we get Al light again. No, don't do that.
Please-
don't do
please
that. Don't do that. No,
This
no,
drift
Sonny.
is sponsored
No.
by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Our light was a lot more optimistic.
It's like it was the light side.
All right, team. What did we find?
Well,
As I ice my face.
the science buddies found that it's next to a mountain. There might be some goats. So, not much else. I don't know. What did you find, Zerat?
I found that Komina used to be a heavily militaristic town, and it is one of the few remaining in existence, so there may be a strong military presence. Other than that, Thrawn, I have added asthma to your medical records. And Domino, in your head alone, you hear, "Would you like me to tell everyone about your arm?"
What about my arm?
And that is all.
All right, Domino. Oh, boy. Do you want us to talk about your arm?
Why are we talking about my arm?
So yeah, the thing with Domino was just Domino. No one else heard
Just
that.
telepathically.
Can they respond telepathically?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Everyone can, but
My-
it sounds
it-
like everyone's talking all at once. If you
I was gonna say, in my head canon, every time you talk to someone telepathically and they answer, they just randomly start talking about something. That's how I've been. thinking
I
about
always
it.
assumed you can only talk if spoken to.
Yes, yeah, kind of like the message.
Okay.
Like the message spell and Dindis.
Okay.
I don't think
alright.
meta talk. I don't think I've ever actually got my arm looked at.
By like anyone or
No.
Because Al scanned everyone on the ship, and so when Zerat went and
Al.
I
did
mean,
when Zerat went and looked at the medical records of everyone that was scanned on the ship, Zerat would know about your arm.
sure.
But that's
I'm just saying.
Just
I'm just saying for Domino, he's never gone to the
Yeah,
doctor and be
yeah.
like, "What's up with my arm?"
what's up with this? This is normal.
Is it
Right?
supposed to make this noise?
Right. It's just like sounds like a
there's gravel in it.
Smells bad. I've got to clean it every day.
Ugh.
I took a
Anyway,
bad fall a while ago, and now should it be able to bend this way? And you like able to like completely crack it backwards?
hate it. I hate
Oh.
it. Anyway, next up.
I just freaking read it. Okay.
Science boys out.
Thank you, science
Buddies.
boys.
Buddies.
I am not a scientist, for the record.
The beastie scientists.
But I'm not a rapper.
Banana
He
rapper.
wasn't a rapper.
Bananas.
All right.
Buddies.
Suicide Squad, what you got?
Is that us?
That's us.
What are we, some kind of a Suicide Squad?
Callie thinks I'm an alcoholic.
Okay.
Hmm.
Callie, do you care to share your
not sure.
feelings? On...
Al, we have another captain. Captain Obvious.
Scanning.
Which one's that?
Which one is Captain Obvious?
All
Here we
right.
go.
I just want to let you know this is Safe Space. Callie, did you have anything to add to this alcoholism conversation?
Oh, see what you did. See what you did.
No, she's good. She's good. She's good.
Oh.
She's moving. She's moving.
I mean, it's true, but maybe I could have said it a little nicer, you know?
Okay.
Oh,
Glad to hear your side of it.
All right, we're gonna. You know what? We're
I
gonna.
can hear you guys.
We're gonna table this discussion for another day. Until then, so you just drink as much as you want. You know, it's fine. It's like
Thanks,
we're Star Adventurers. You're welcome, Captain.
Thank you, fellow.
Okay. How about some updates from y'all on the Rith Krill situation?
All right, we know the seal. There's a brother and a sister who are also related to Krill. And I don't know. I got all this information from Callie and Sunny, so I didn't
Oh.
write anything down.
Yeah. I talked
Thunder
to some
thief.
guards. They said yes, it is a brother and sister. They're not the best crowd to be around. The brother, I think his name is Krill, or he is Krill. That he has a couple warrants out for his arrest. They're located in in Comina, but I mean that's all that they got. I was gonna ask more, but they seemed really sketchy that I was asking questions about it. I mean I had to make up a story as to why I needed to know, but I didn't want to ask any further questions and dig myself deeper in a hole.
Yeah, it was the crew that gave us the job last night that Callie talked to.
Okay.
Apparently they come there often. And they pay the bartenders enough money to keep their mouths shut about who they are.
And we corroborated our stories, and she kind of got the same thing, but that from the other spectrum that they were just down on their luck.
So we know the scroll is at least connected to Krill. We're not sure who L is.
Oh, that's good. That makes it, a little less likely that it's an ambush. Rix, are the police records public on this planet?
Clickety clack. I looked it up.
Roll computers.
23.
23. like case progress would probably like big wins would be publicized, or like more or less how it is like in the news right now. Like when they want something to be promoted, they tell it, but like individual like warrants or anything like that probably are not going to be public. Besides the fact that there may be a warrant out for their arrest, but not necessarily like all of what for.
What the voice said.
Thank you, the voice.
You're welcome.
All right, well, let's not spend any time going down that road. At least we have a little bit to go off of. Is there anything else you all think we should do before we, dive headfirst into danger?
Maybe wear helmets.
Thank you, Rex.
Just from how people reacted talking about them, I definitely think we should be more aware when we go to these coordinates, because we don't know what we're gonna find.
How are we getting there?
I'd imagine we're flying our big ship.
If we
because
couldn't land
it
the big
is-
ship there, well, maybe we can land the big ship there. Never mind.
I think there's a port in the city, and then maybe we have to walk, or we can send, or drive.
I thought the reason we had to park here is because there was no ports out there.
I don't remember.
They just said that make yourself known in Cabaret because it is a very populated area. So like you guys can make a name for yourself without drawing too much attention, more or less, to the like where you want it to. So there's not that there's not a port there, but most people when they're coming to Castrovel, this is the port city that they go to.
I sort of viewed it like this is the international airport,
Yes,
and then it's like, okay, now you can go.
it's more like intergalactical, but yeah.
Yeah.
Intergalactic, planetary.
Mhm.
Planetary, intergalactic.
All of the above.
Great.
But yeah, you can absolutely take your ship and fly there. Do you guys want to go ahead and head that way now?
I think we do.
All right, Denver. Would you like to fly, or would you like Al to fly?
Am I back with the goblin bike?
Yeah, you're back with the Goblin bike.
Hell yeah!
The entire ride, it is rickety. You can feel like as you're taking the bike, you can feel like the handlebars like almost like turning without like but holding straight. Because it does give a -1 to piloting, so you do feel like you have to like correct it to keep it going straight, but like the handle like has a decent amount of give. It's like probably like 5 degrees both ways, where it just sort of gives but keeps the bike going straight.
You could have died on the trip.
Yeah, 100%.
We would have been left. All right, Al, let's get over there.
But you come back.
Pilot could ever replace me. Yeah. So I'll fly us over there. That's fine.
Okay.
Got a piloting check of 25.
25. You go ahead and take off. You guys head over to Comina. You guys do see the floating city. As you guys closer and closer to it, you can see that the city sort of maybe 1 to 200 feet is just a gap in this mountaintop where the city is just sort of floating overhead. There is like a port city up there. And down below, you guys do see there is like the mountain that sort of goes down deep into what looks like a... Sorry, I need to open up the map here. If you guys still have the Castrovel map that I sent a couple weeks ago, you guys do have the sea to your south. There is a couple of small islands to the east of Comina called the Bulwarks, and then on the other side of the mountain is just more forest. Um, so you guys are sort of like on the south side of this mountain range. But you guys can go ahead and park up on top of Comina. The Or if you wanted to, you could try having the AI or Owl hold the thing steady as you guys are trying to disembark on the shoreline. If you like to try that as well, you guys have a couple of different ways you could approach this.
I'm gonna bring these up to the captain. How we doing this, Captain? What do you thinking?
You're the pilot. You tell me.
Well, I mean, we got a couple options. I could find us a spot and put us down, or we could just have Al hold it here, and we could kind of hop across, like whichever.
I'll see if you can find a spot. We use a sort of an HQ.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find a spot. So I'll take us in a little closer, look for a spot. I'll talk to any and all like air traffic control kind of things that I need to.
Mhm.
Just hey, this is the good ship. What is it? Gregarious Tribulation, looking for a place to land. Anybody got any space?
Yeah, go ahead and bring her on into Comina. We have quite a few spots open for you guys.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Be there in a second. And I'll go to, like, I'm assuming they pinged.
Yep. All right. You go ahead and get pinged to the spot that they had set for you guys. When you guys get there, you see the entire city is pretty much like just very nice stonework. No like wooden structures at all. Just completely stone everything. It looks like it was built into the side of the mountain in some spots. It does still go up to the peak of it, so like the mountain is sort of, or the city is sort of built into the side of the mountain. But it is a very, very gorgeous looking city. It does look like the port is on the bottom section of it, like where you can just sort of fly into the mountain for the parking. But you guys are able to go ahead and make it there, arrive without any sort of issue. You guys go ahead. You guys do see there is a some sort of like dock hand or some kind of dock worker that's sort of waving, just waiting for you guys to open up your doors.
All right. Then once we get down and we're seated, then yeah. All right, pop us open. We're good to go.
Where are the coordinates in relation to where we are now?
They are going to be south more, that down at the base of the mountain.
Okay. All right. If anyone asks, we are a family on vacation.
Captain, I do not believe that is believable.
Okay. Zerat, what should our cover be?
You're adopted.
We were sent from Starfinder, and we are here on a mission.
That is not a cover. That is the truth. Can you give me a cover?
No, this is not an official Starfinder mission, so it is a cover.
We're a circus.
I'm sure they get a lot of Starfinder mission folk, so
We all
perhaps
know
that's
each
not
other
the
from
worst.
work.
All right.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I had a race here once, and I mean, people come and go around here for the track all the damn time. So if we wanted to, y'all could be my crew.
Great. I open the door.
When you open the door, you do see what looks like a dockhand, decently dressed, but you do see 4 guards two on each side of him.
I say hello. We are racetrack carnies that know each other from work, sent here by Starfinder.
Right. How long are you
That-
planning on staying?
As long as it takes, as long as we're winning, really, or selling popcorn. Either way, really.
Roll
Actually, as long as work will allow us to stay.
roll a bluff for me.
Name one of those that was a bluff. Come on.
A circus.
That wasn't a bluff.
Traveling popcorn sales.
You asked the question.
Do you
How
remember
long
what
are
we
you
did
staying
last session?
for? As long as the races are going. Bluff check. That's another dirty 20.
Okay. If you're looking for any sort of race stuff, we don't have races here.
Yet.
I mean, I could send it to the council and see if the council is interested in adding that. But
Yeah, we bring our ambassador, Denverino.
Hi. Howdy, y'all. Den Alvarez Rel, racer extraordinaire. Fast as hell. Glad to be here.
Right. Would you like to have a conversation with the council now, or?
I'll just kind of look at Thrawn.
What's the? We don't want to trouble them. What's the council's availability over the next few days?
They have different hearing cycles, mostly within the first couple hours of the day.
Yeah, well, let's get our bearings. We need to look around, come up with a finalize the finer details of our proposal now that we're on the ground, and then of course we will take a meeting with the council.
Perfect. Any weapons aboard?
Sure.
Just these.
Understood. Any crew members that will be staying behind on your ship?
Just these.
So you're staying
Thank you,
behind on
Denver.
this ship?
Nah.
Okay. All right.
So I want to ask again.
The-
Any crew members staying behind
Great
on your
ambas-
ship?
Yeah. No. There's gonna be our mechanic is gonna stay back and keep our engines in tip-top shape.
Understood. Name and race.
Of me.
The mechanic. I can see you're a human.
Oh, Otto Otter.
What is it?
Bruneri, Captain.
Bruneri.
Yep.
Perfect. Seems a little racist to call him an otter, but whatever floats your boat, I guess.
No, his name is Otto Otter.
Oh,
So now you're being racist,
fair.
which I will make sure to bring up to the council.
Fair.
Damn.
Bruno reverse card.
Y'all just activated my trap card.
Draw 5.
On that note, we don't allow a lot of shenanigans and tomfoolery around. We are very disciplined in our ways here. Cause too much of a ruckus, you will be spending a night in jail, not on your ship. And the council will no longer see you as you have jail time attached to your name. There is a teleporter on the southwest end of town that will take you to the base of the mountain if you need to go there for any reason.
Great. We are the most serious of traveling carnival coworker ambassador racers. So you fret not.
Right. And they begin just to walk away. You do see the dock workers
We're
sort
good
of
to
look
go.
over to your ship, enter in something, and begin to walk away.
Kim, I think they
Oh.
were talking shit there at the end. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah. Talk shit, get hit. Anyway, let's. I'm not hitting them. That's not going to happen. You see the size of them? Holy shit, bro.
Did you want me to hit somebody, sir?
Oh, hello, Domino. Not yet. But maybe eventually. So let's head to the coordinates, and if anybody asks, we are scouting for a potential race track or carnival, whichever one you feel like.
All right.
Are we
Why
taking
not
the
so?
teleporter?
I believe the teleporter takes us up the mountain.
Takes it down the
Down the
mountain.
mountain.
Oh, we are up the mountain.
You guys are on
Yeah.
the so like there's a gap floating in where the chunk of the mountain that Comina is floating about 200 feet above the rest of the mountain.
Right. Yeah, we'll be taking. Yep, definitely going to be taking the teleporter. How far away are these coordinates? How like if we take the teleporter and just like start trekking our way over there, what's the vibe?
It's probably about an hour walk from the teleporter.
Is the teleporter big enough to fit one of the bikes through?
You don't know. You didn't ask, and you haven't seen the teleporter before.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry, I don't know your rank.
Yes.
Mayhaps the teleporter doth thou spoken of hath fit bicycle / speeder.
It can fit one, but it does not take non-biological matter.
So my
John.
okay.
Thron, what are you doing?
Well, he's telling us we show up naked
Gonna be
because this
naked.
isn't biological matter. You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's fair. Yeah,
That is quite the trip.
that is.
do we show up
I don't know
naked?
y'all like that yet.
He sort of just
We might-
sighs. Anything worn will be fine, but it does not take vehicles, stuff of
Technology.
that nature.
Technology, insane, absolutely insane. Wow, you all just amazing, really, when it comes down to it.
We know.
Great. I just will turn around and walk away.
They also just like turn and just. So far, as you guys are looking around, every single person that looks like is from here, whether it's the guard or the dock hands, all Formian.
Are we walking around like Sparta? Is it just like warriors on warriors? around
More
here?
or less, it is a bunch of military, like warriors in the sense that they all have weapons of some kind, whether it be a melee weapon or a gun. They all have a weapon of some kind.
Yeah, I kind of hate it here.
Good news, we're getting in a naked teleporter.
Again, I don't know y'all like that. I'm not ready to see everybody's giblets. All right, like that's not what I'm about.
It's team bonding, and it's not actually going to happen.
Actually,
but it was a good
and
question.
in a purely scientific way, I am a little bit interested in Zerat because I just want to know what you got.
I am a host, meaning I am neither male nor female. I simply incubate and birth other shit.
Hell yeah! High five. Same. I mean, yeah. No, I don't birth things, but like, I'm not a male nor female. Like, that's cool as shit. I thought I was the only one out here.
You birthed some crazy ideas, my friend. All right, let's get to the teleporter.
Sure thing. 1 second. Zera runs back to the ship, updates Thrawn's medical records to indicate a possible stroke, and then
Could be. Could be.
You guys go ahead and begin to head towards the teleporter. As you walk around, at probably roughly around every 40, 50 feet, there is a guard sort of standing with a rifle in arm, sort of watching.
I'm concerned every being in this area is a guard. Like, they are all guards to me.
You can definitely tell like the difference between this like civilians and guards. They
And,
are
like, formality.
and formality. They are all, you could more or less tell like all the children and stuff running around are very well disciplined. Like it is extremely serious in this. You can definitely tell the military has a strong hold here, just because of just the way people are acting. Especially when they sort of like see guards sort of walking around, they kept like keep their heads down and like continue to walk forward. But you guys head to the teleporter. Again, probably 95% of the people you're walking around and seeing are Formian. The other 5% is probably Lashunta. besides like the sprinkle of people coming and going that are on different ships and stuff. But you get to the teleporter, and you do see 5 Formians, all heavily armored, heavily weaponized. Um,
If it wasn't for all the Formian, I'd say this is almost just like Vesk Prime.
I ain't
Yeah.
never been. I ain't never been out that way. Honestly, I'm a little nervous to be.
As you should be.
Right.
the Formians look you up and down. Purpose of leaving.
Believe.
Pod
Just-
racing. No. Oh,
We are on business.
They go ahead and
Oh,
type
man.
something into their comm link or to their it's a comm link, but it's like more like a data pad that's like in their armor. They sort of type into.
My name is Underhill. My business is my own.
And they sort of just nod their head, and you see them press a button, and you see the a rather large circle, probably about 15 feet wide or like 15-foot radius, just sort of begin to glow and swirl around. Please step on.
I step on.
I'll follow.
All of
This
you
is the
guys get
fun
on. As you guys get on, in a bright flash of light, you feel like you get your stomach just goes into knots, and then it just releases back to normal as you guys are at the bottom of the mountain. And you guys do see the sea behind you, but you guys are facing the bottom mountain. You see there are 8 Formian guards sitting at the bottom. Enjoy your business.
And to you.
As we step off, I'm like, now, Carly, you've been real loud. I'm on to you. I know that there's deeper conspiracy here. You ever been teleported before?
No.
Mm-hmm. Likely story. I'm on to
Have you ever been
Look,
teleported before, Denver?
that is a personal question, and I do not feel comfortable answering that, Captain.
Well, then you probably shouldn't ask it.
Well, I am going to get to the bottom of this whole what the hell conspiracy.
Does
Ain't nobody else
teleportation-
around here.
Does teleportation mean something that I'm unaware of?
It might. I don't know. You ever been teleported?
No, this would be my first time.
Rix,
All
where are
right.
we going?
That way.
Thank you.
About an hour goes by, and you guys stumble upon a very run-down looking shack.
Look, there it is.
It's a single shack, probably about 10 by 10.
I vote Rix knocks on the door.
How about you both?
No.
See,
There- Look, listen to me. And very carefully, Denver. There is a captain of this ship for a reason. Because when important decisions like this come about, somebody has to take the lead. Okay? And it's a huge responsibility, and I don't want to hear any more bitching about it. So, Sonny, what should we do?
Well, I think we should send just one person up.
I vote Rix.
Yeah, who do you think it should be?
I mean, Domino is the most intimidating.
I'd say.
Also the most suspicious.
That's true. We could send in Captain, but he can be a dick sometimes, so they might not
Also
want
true.
to talk to him. Denver,
What's suspicious about a Vesk?
you might be right in the middle.
I'm kind of a wild card. I don't want to throw nothing off too
Yeah,
hard.
it's between you and Zura because Ferrix would run away as soon as they opened up the door.
That's fair.
I'm scared Callie might kill them as soon as they open the door.
See,
And
I don't think
you
Kylie
know,
would kill them. I think Kylie would be like, "Oh, hi, what up?" Because she knows them. I'm telling you, there's something going on here.
I'm
yeah,
confused.
I'm gonna have to say Zurat.
I thought we were either expecting a contact or we're expecting a trap. Either way, they're expecting us.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why we should just send one person.
exactly. See, and I think
The rest of us
you're
ready
onto
for
something
backup.
there. I think you're onto something there with Zerat because Zerat's gonna go and be like, "Hello," because they're just peaceful and adorable and don't know up
Yeah,
from down
Who
sometimes,
wants
and it's
to
great.
fight with them?
Right.
Nobody.
All right, I'll vote.
Zerat, go check it out.
Gladly.
Yeah.
Zero, I'll just walk up to the front door.
Okay.
Ferrix,
Everybody
this is
else,
the next...
take positions around and get ready to fight if necessary. Okay, I just want to make sure that that's out there before the GM continues.
Ferrix, this is the as we're getting into position. Ferrix, this is the next lesson in the curriculum here. You're either yeehaw or you're yee nah. All right, and you gotta be the former, not the latter.
Okay. How do you spell nah?
NAH.
Ugh.
Oh. Not W?
Nah.
No one uses W anymore.
It's like which is AH, like but it's
It's all
Bruh.
nah.
about the H's.
So ye net.
As you guys
Not
get
the-
in position, having this conversation, Zara, you begin to walk towards the front door. When you definitely go ahead and roll perception for me real quick.
Absolutely. 18.
18. You can definitely tell that most of the wood in the structure, and first, this is since you got over to this part of the planet, this is like the first wooden structure you've seen. Everything else so far in the city has been stone. And you can definitely tell that the wood has been warped quite heavily. The sea has definitely taken its toll being this close. Like, you're probably 50 feet from the coast. But you do look at there is a couple windows on the building. All of them seem to be broken, smashed in at some point. The door is definitely heavily warped. It barely fits inside of the frame. But on the door handle, so it looks like it's like just a circle, like a half circle for the door handle. There's not even like a locking mechanism on it. There is like a little note attached to the door handle.
Zerat will look, not, and then pick up the note and take a look.
Knock 4 times and it'll walk in.
Oh boy. Just telepathically. Anybody inside?
No response.
Then on the comm link, because I assume people are more than 30 feet away,
Mhm.
Zerat will say, I have to knock 4 times, then I'm going in.
I always
Great.
forgot what your actual voice sounds like.
Great.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Ferrix's shoulder. You're fine.
We'll take that comlink and crush it. This device is crushed.
We're done with this.
That's obviously wood demons talking to us right now.
Holy cow.
I forgot.
The spirit of termites, yes.
He usually talks to me in my head.
Right.
It's okay. It's all right,
Zerat
buddy.
will
We're
give
going to be all right.
give a
Over the comm link, you've got about 30 seconds to contact us. Maybe even less.
understood,
Before
Captain.
we come charging in, guns blazing, getting our friend shot in the ass.
Zerat will knock 4 times and take a step of through the threshold.
All right, once you go through the threshold, on the other side, when you looked through, you definitely saw like there was no lights or anything. There's no furniture, but when you walk in, most of it does look the same. There is a small light that looks like it's battery charged sitting on a table with a single elvish person sort of with their arms crossed looking at you. You'd have to knock. It was just very humorous for it. But I'm assuming you're with Thrawn's crew?
Yes, they are all outside in anticipation of an ambush.
Well, that could be fun. No. You see him sort of stomp on the floor 3 times as a hatch sort of pops open. He's like, all right, bring him on in. Follow me. And he sort of just walks down the hatch.
Good. Another 15 seconds, and they would have shot. So I will open the door and just wave everybody in.
Does that mean he needs help?
I don't
Nah.
know.
I think that
I think
means he
there's a
wants.
swimming pool in there.
That sounds refreshing.
Let's go.
All right, you guys all begin to head in, and you guys do see a single battery-powered light sitting on a table and a small hatch that's been opened up, revealing a staircase that heads into the earth.
You just found a staircase, huh?
They went that way, Captain.
They? Who?
It was a Formian, right, that I saw?
No, it was an elf.
Ah. I'm not sure.
Outstanding. I'll go first.
All right, you guys begin to descend. The path descends probably about 15 feet down, and you see it sort of go to the right a little bit. But at the end of the path, where as it goes down, you do see a elvish individual wearing all black leather, has a rifle on their back.
L, I assume.
The one and only? Thrawn, I assume.
And L is short for
Elf.
L. It's just L.
you don't have any other letters in your name.
Nope. Just the one.
Last name.
Not something you need to know.
You're like Q. D.
Who's Q?
I don't know.
They're anonymous.
No, but if you're ready to go and ready to not ask questions, we can go inside.
I want to be
I
F.
mean, all right, this is my party. You've got Z, Q, F over there with the glasses, and Charmander.
Sort of
I'm
looks
of course Thrawn.
right.
Who's Charmander in this bunch?
That feels racist.
The lizard.
a little racist.
I would have accepted Yoshi.
You guys, I hate it. Paizo, I'm sorry. This is what you get. You guys go ahead.
You want
Your world, I'm just living in it.
Right. You guys go ahead and follow the elf down the hallway. It does
Hold on, I have a question. Where are we going again?
to talk to Krill. I'm assuming you needed.
Why can't Krill come up here?
That's a great question.
It's a long story that I don't have the
Well.
answer to.
Probably don't fit up
Ron.
the stairs.
And they continue downwards. They get to a
Person's got more attitude than I do, and that's saying something. All right, let's go.
exactly.
Wait, do Formians have issues going up and down stairs?
You haven't seen it for me and try.
I mean, they have teleporters, so I don't know.
Exactly. As you guys get here, you guys do see that it looks like a inside of like a cave structure. The exterior of the cave, you guys, it does open up into the sea. It does have quite a bit of, you can see like a wave that sort of moves up and further, but it has like a small docking area. We have tons of people sort of just sitting around. There's either there are 4 different shops and a single what looks like makeshift bar that just says BARA, and it sort of looks like the rest of the sign was destroyed or something. So if you want to go ahead and follow me, Crew will be in the bar.
Sounds good.
You guys head in. All these individuals seem to be wearing similar looking attire, all more or less wearing dark, either heavy leathers, or if they have like heavier armor, it seems to be a dark as well.
Is elf like a lone elf amongst a bunch of I forget what they're called now.
Formians?
Formians?
No,
Or
there are.
is this a
It's a
melting pot or what?
exactly. It's a melting pot of multiple different races. You do notice it's very weird. You notice amongst these people, it's only dwarves, elves, gnomes, humans, half elves. You don't see any like alien-looking creatures.
Remember the picture with Krill had a Lashunta.
Mhm.
I don't see any Lashunta right here.
Correct.
Krill is a Formian themselves, so
Correct. But just the people you see sitting around, a lot of like have like makeshift tables that are like looks like just like plywood or something on top of a barrel. Nothing absolutely fancy, but all these individuals look like they are very old-fashioned in the way they look. You guys go ahead and head to the building that has the plaque on it that says Bara. Goes ahead and stands off to the side and gives it sort of like 3 knocks with his hand, sort of hanging down a little bit, and knocks it. And you hear like a little click as the door begins to like opens up.
I walk in.
As you walk in, it definitely looks like a old-looking tavern. Longer tables, has like the stone work and hanging chandeliers, all candle lit. Never seen anything quite like this before. But you do see a bard sitting in the corner playing on a lute. And you see a couple of, again, dragonborns and elves and more or less like the fantasy races sort of standing around here.
Are there any tieflings?
No tieflings. I know, right?
I look around for a Formian with a scar under their left eye and a brand under their right eye.
You do look, and you do see the only Formian in the room that matches that description, or the only Formian that also matches that description, is sitting at the other side of the tavern, but he's sitting at like a head of a table that's just sort of like filled with documents on his side. He's like a drink and a large plate of meats.
I turn to the crew, grab a round, grab some food if you need it. I'll be right back. And I'll walk over to Krill.
Ah! Adventurer! Welcome to the
Krill,
bar.
I assume.
The one and only? What,
I hear you have a job for me.
So you are Thrawn. With a name like that, I was expecting a dwarf.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint.
I'm not disappointed. Amazed. Amazed. Sorry. So, yes, your quest. The reason you're here. Um, do you deal with only credits as payment? I know you got a little separate something going on, but do you take beyond credits? Silver, gold, bronze, copper?
Sure. Just you gotta understand, my crew and I have gone through a lot and jumped through a lot of your hoops to understand what it is we are here to do. So if you could just cut to the chase and tell us what you need, I'd be happy to discuss payment after.
A man after my own heart, here to complete the quest. My team and I have discovered some abandoned ruins that were...
Hold on 1 second.
Ruins?
Rix? And I like just signal you over.
I heard ruins.
Sorry.
Yeah. Right.
You know, you talking a lot about gold and silver, and I'm just not an expert on these things. So I've got a guy I'm gonna call and see if I can get him down here to get us a price on this quest.
Wonderful. So there is a old ruins that we've come across. It's roughly about a fortnight away. But inside is treasures we've been rumored as unimaginable, but there's been an issue where, well, everyone that I've sent in with have died to it, as there seems to be some sort of, I don't know if it's some sort of gas or some sort of evil enchantment that is lining the walls, but it seems like my Formian self cannot go in, but you all, there's not a Formian among you. I think you guys could be able to get in, get whatever artifacts might be inside, and return it to me, and your ship will be yours.
Great, fantastic. This is my colleague, Tum D, a foremost expert on all things ruins. Why don't you take it away here?
Radio, Captain.
Captain, you are yes, Captain. So Tum D.
Diddly just.
How-
Service.
How familiar you are with Galarian elves?
Very much so.
Perfect.
The foremost expert, even.
Go ahead and roll a bluff check. Unless you have some sort of knowledge of Galarian elves.
I mean, I do.
You
I
do.
My theme allows me to take 5 off any DC to know anything ancient.
Ooh. Go ahead and make a culture check for me then. See if you know what you know about these Galarian elves.
I got a 20.
20. Galarian is not a name you have heard in a very long time. It's actually the planet that in this solar system should be where Absalom's station is. It's the planet that went missing before the gap, and is still unknown of where its whereabouts are. But it does make sense. A lot of these races in this scene seem like they would come from that era. Maybe like it got
Architecture.
pulled from the drifts and placed here.
Very, very much so.
Um, so yes, I'm assuming there's gonna be traps of all sorts. Magic will probably be involved. Maybe if you're lucky, a skeleton or two. But I think you adventurers will be a perfect adventurers party for this quest.
And what did you need pulled from these runes?
Artifacts.
Artifacts, any sort of whatever you may find inside, just bring to us, and you get a
You
ship.
called in hundreds of thousands of dollars of credits, favor, to throw spaghetti at a rune and see what sticks.
Hey, there could be some cool
Yes.
stuff in there.
Oh, I understand there can be some cool stuff. I just feel like there's an ulterior motive here. Can I sense motive?
Yeah.
24.
24. The way he's speaking definitely feels like he is trying to fit with the scene around him, not necessarily where he is, if that makes sense. Referring to a lot of more like gold and stuff, like very ancient stuff, compared to standard credits. He seems very authentic. Something's off about him, but you're not exactly sure what it is. But I mean, as far as he doesn't know what's inside of it, everything like from what he said about the 4 minutes he had dying seems very honest and very truthful.
Okay. All right. We will go into the ruins and kind of look at Rick's. But I'm gonna need you to harness all of the expertise that you have. So if you have any questions for this guy, now's the time.
Elvish.
And I'm actually gonna leave at that point. Like I'm gonna leave them to talk, see if like Rick has any other questions. And I'm gonna go back to the group and I'm gonna sit down. I'll be like, all right, here's the deal. Ancient runes, magic. We are basically going to be excavators. I kind of glance over at Rick's and I'm like, but I'm going to tell you now that Rick's isn't leaving here until he goes in there. So I don't know what y'all thoughts are on just going into ancient dangerous ruins and trying to extract random stuff that we don't know about.
I have an eye for magic, so I can keep an eye out for that. I am okay with going in.
Throughout's on board.
I mean, I got an eye for things that could or could not potentially be expensive.
Sounds like we got two.
I've been in a lot of dangerous situations. Ancient ruins, mystical beings.
I can
Sounds like
almost
it's been a
guarantee
problem.
you're going to get to fight a skeleton.
Bones are brutal.
Exactly. Can't wait to see in action. Cully,
Seems like
Sunny.
something I couldn't see at home, so I'm down to visit.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's a plan.
While this conversation is had, do you have any questions for Krill here?
I mentioned Elven ruins.
Mhm.
Is there a reason that the party that you already have here can't go in? You said Formans can't go in, but
Yes.
why hire us?
Well, I know a certain individual at Starfinder, and they said that you guys would be a decent shoe-in for the job. And you guys were getting something, a ship, I believe, a very important thing for you guys. So I feel like any artifacts you come across and you bring to me, it just would be worth its weight in gold.
And you have no idea what kind of artifacts are in there?
I don't. It was ancient ruins that we found on a excursion, and like I said, we tried to go in, but I'm the only survivor of that adventuring.
Okay. I'll figure it out.
I mean, you're the expert. I knew you'd be able to do it.
I just turn around and
He looks over to the bartender. What's another round for everyone? And you see this human woman, probably like in her 40s, walking around and just carries a flagon of mead down in front of you.
oh, I think I've got it. Hoo-ha!
I mean, getting closer.
And on that note, that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up for tonight's session.
Everybody.
We did it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really, really appreciate it. As a reminder, we will not have a session next week, but this will be uploaded still 2 p.m. Monday Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys check that out over on youtube.com/jbrews11. Real quick, we're going to go ahead and go around the table. We're going to start with Thrawn. Thrawn, go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Where can we find you?
What's up, everybody? I am a on hiatus streamer / content creator that plays mostly Apex Legends at the moment. You can find me probably nowhere for the next little while, but keep in mind that I'm a content creator.
Hecky, yeah. Also, make sure to check out their Twitter because they post awesome tweets. Next up, Denver.
Hi. You may recognize my voice, mostly this voice, from playing Denver all evening, but my name is Ian. I stream over on twitch.tv/IanFlux. So if you want to come hang out for the good times, then come on by. You can also find me on Twitter at IanFlux12, Instagram at IanFlux, and on Wednesdays, I am a part of a podcast called Journey to Mystery, where we talk about the non-MCU Marvel movies. When we come back, we're on a little bit of a break. We're talking about Elektra from 2005. It was rough.
That was rough.
It's not a fun movie. But we have things to say on that. And on Fridays, over on twitch.tv/Geek Elite Media, I actually run a D&D 5e game over there with my co-host Mitch, my sister 10 Speed, and my best friend Malfoy. So come hang out. That's at 7 p.m. Arizona time. Google it compared to your time zone because it's different everywhere. So that's a good one there. And do you want me to just go ahead and talk about Geek Elite Media at this, like right now while I'm here?
Man, it's like we've done this before.
Just making sure. Geek Elite Media, go check them out. GeekEliteMedia.com, twitch.tv/Geek Media. They're Geek Elite Media everywhere on every social media platform that they have. All right, so go peek at them. It's all kinds of nerdy, fun content in podcast form, and slowly but surely they're kind of branching out into other things. We've got articles, we've got some YouTube videos, we've got the Twitch channel, so go check us out. All right, if there's something you're into, there's most likely a podcast for it.
Exactly.
And don't forget to geek out.
Speaking of podcasts, not only are we supported through Geek Elite Media, but Donnie, could you go ahead and give everyone a shout out of where else they can find us in podcast form?
Of course. Every Monday around 2 o'clock when it's uploaded to YouTube. At the same time, it'll be uploaded to YouTube or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to your podcasts. Search for J Brews or We Run the Stars, and you'll find us.
Thank you. And thank you, Frostbite, for the reminder. JJ, which is Auto, also streams typically all over the weekend. But make sure you guys go over to twitch.tv/jrobins7x. They've been playing a lot of Tarkov recently, as well as Rainbow Six Siege. So make sure you go check them out. That is it for us. Thank you guys. Again, we'll not be here next week, but we'll be back the following Thursday with some really cool stuff coming out. Some announcements that will be made throughout the week, so make sure you guys check over on the Twitter, twitter.com/we run the night RP. So make sure you guys go over there, follow that Twitter, and be on the lookout. Check the Discord, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. We are going to go ahead, or following week, we are going to go ahead and raid over to 10 speed. So make sure you guys go ahead and give her a follow and check it out. It's going to be a good time. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Later.